Hey buddies, hey buddy.
But
Guys.
we are starting a new DLC. We're going to start one of the mini ones first, but the big one that we're going to do is the campaign of Carnage.
I feel like, since Christmas just passed, Christmas would be nice, but I feel like we just have to be thankful that we've been given a new year. So we're going to Gluttony Gulch, baby. Yeah, man. Gluttony Gulch. We're gonna kill the Wobble Gobbler.
Welcome to the Torque Corporation's Hunger for Violence Extravaganza! Tonight, we're gonna watch the Ball Hunter take on the ravenous Wobble Gobbler!
Wobble Gobbler.
Mm-hmm. Be in for the big, the unbeatable, the delicious, the ravenous Wobble Gobbler!
Yep.
Is he hard?
Kinda.
Are we just fighting him only?
Nope.
Hey, ties.
I mean, after all, it's Thanksgiving.
Interviewing the only Torque contestant to survive a showdown with the Gobbler!
Watch this. Get on stage.
Oh, looks like we're out of time! We'll be right back after a word from our sponsor!
Go to Mr. Torque.
Hey! Get over here so I can whisper some things to you in secret! Really? The Gobbler fight is rigged. The Torque Board of Directors made the Gobbler unbeatable. So any of the contestants that get us a bunch of hits on the Echo Net. But I don't want you to die, because you're cool. And oh crap, I'm not whispering anymore, my bad! You gotta get into the kitchen, kill everybody, and poison the Gobbler's food. Once the poison takes effect, you can kill him. Also, I want him dead so I can eat him! He looks delicious!
James, but do you get the reference that he is? He's like the wrestler, Randy Savage. Bonesaw is ready. Yeah, from remember from Spider-Man? Yeah. I loved him. I loved the way he talked. It was just so. Did you jump in the meat grinder? This man actually jumped in the meat grinder. These mini DLCs are gonna be easy because we're over leveled, but that's alright. It's just about doing them. Yeah, man.
I love your blood.
I don't know if we're gonna be over leveled for the other DLC. We might be, but hopefully it's not too bad. Hey, look, it's Chef Gouda Ramsay. Do you get it?
More blood.
Look, it's the rat in the hat. Chef Gouda Ramsay on the rat in the hat, baby. Damn, you actually are dying.
President of the Torque Corporation. You do well to ignore Torque's instructions if you wish to stay alive.
Yeah, he's the president of Torque. Won't you listen? Yeah, this is the first time you're gonna see him, and maybe one of the only times you see him in Borderlands. I think he shows up like one more time.
Damn, that door's locked. Let me activate my remote lock-picking program.
No, he exploded it.
We do not allow Now, contestants in the meat locker. Leave at once.
We gotta choose some meat for the gobbler's meal.
Okay, guys.
Turn on the tastiest
So we gotta go and choose meat for the gobbler.
This is totally gonna get me fired.
The gobbler's actually really hard, man. Like, at least if you're lower leveled. I don't know about our level, but he's pretty tough. Yeah, man. Yeah, man. I used to be a fry cook. Dog, I worked so many jobs in my life, like, I'm surprised. Yeah, but that's not impressive. Where did you work? Oh, I worked in Winn-Dixie, I worked in the flea market, I worked here, I worked here, I worked here. But why did you only work 8 months in every place? Stay silent. Yeah, man. James, this is a really short DLC. Like, really short, but it's fun. Like, you're gonna like it.
What you're planning, but I don't like it. Tributes, get the Vault Hunter out of
Okay,
my
James,
kitchen.
kill the tributes. You remember them? They're from Warm Water. Pirates. Pirates. T-Rex.
Shoot me till you love me.
Those dudes didn't stand a chance. You almost feel bad for them. Then you start laughing because you were technically acting in self-defense. Yeah,
So
but-
screw them.
That wasn't the answer I'm looking for.
Doesn't solve anything
Yeah,
except
it
for
was
all
like,
the things
no,
it
yeah, but
does.
that is what it is. Sorry, you can't do anything great for you.
Yeah, man, people, I don't know, they expect you to just agree with them.
Know why the hell the Vault Hunter is running around backstage.
Just trying to figure things out.
Your job is not to mix things up. Your job is to flex your muscles and do air guitar solos, idiot.
Words can hurt.
I like how he has feelings and he's so buff. He's like, words can hurt. I love Torg. Torg is so cool, dude. You know what hurts more? Yeah, it's a bunch of slop and bones. There's eyeballs in there too.
One more ingredient. Deadly poison.
We need to get the poison. I think we need slag. If you don't have a slag weapon, they have one available to you.
Explosives. So I'm actually going to open this door remotely.
He's gonna open this door remotely, man. With explosives. Get it? I love this guy.
You know you're following an
They're
idiot,
upset
yes?
at the dog.
Torg created his explosive gun tech, then sold it to us for $12 and a high five. We kept him on purely for PR reasons. But you both outlived your usefulness. Tribute, kill.
Hey, look, it's a Hyperion guy. Look, it's Rose. You get the reference? Axel and Rose? The Rock? Axel Rose, the Rockstar guy.
I'm losing blood. Give me yours.
Gosh, that's alright. I think that was Aerosmith, or... I'm not really good at these. It's been a while.
Make sure you get a slag weapon on the
Yeah.
way. Smack the jabberjacks to wake 'em
Slag them up.
All right, now slag the jabber.
Slag them up, man. Slag them up.
Kill it before the slag wears off.
Did you slag him? I think we gotta kill him.
Oh, you got to kill him.
Yeah.
Yeah, one drop one. Keep doing it. Gotta get a couple. Oh yeah, keep jabbing them, keep slagging them. Hey. Yeah, man. Slag him, slag him. James. Damn, James. These guys fly fast. Oh, you got it, you got it. Let's go. It's nothing at all, actually. Like, I'm telling you, these maps aren't like... This is the shortest DLC. This one has literally nothing except one mission. And that mission, James, it is the hardest mission I've ever had to do. And you're gonna see why. James, you have to pay attention in this mission. And I'm gonna show you why.
Now add the poison plants to the marination. Hit that button to marinate the out of that meal. The meal's almost ready.
We gotta put it to cook, man.
Start the conveyor of cookery.
James, 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 I'm on fire. James, 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 I can't get out. James, I'm stuck. James, I didn't mean to. James, it hurts. It hurts. James. James, it burns. I died. Oh my god, that was horrible. Hey viewer.
I was wondering why you were going in there.
I got pulled in. Little bakers. I wonder if they have a Chef Boyardee like reference. Do they have Chef Boyardee? Chef Brûlée. Hey. They turned it off. We gotta keep it on. Chef Bork? I think that's like Swedish chef. Bork. You get it? Because Swedish chef goes Bork. Which is kind of racist. But like, I think it's kind of funny. Like, that's the funny thing. Borderlands 2 has a lot of references. Well, I feel like Borderlands 3 doesn't do references too often. It's just sad. Man, they don't let us have fun, man. I don't know, James. Stocks in GameStop have been looking pretty nice recently.
My mouth is watering so much you can drown a small village in my cheeks. The taste apocalypse is upon us.
James, we're like about to be done with it. Wait, don't go yet. James, this is like a Power Rangers. Which one you want to take? I'll take 3. Power Rangers.
After dozens of failed attempts by other contestants, you were supposed to finally kill it on camera while wielding our most expensive guns. You would have looked like a hero. Why be a hero when you can be one? You are the dumbest person.
So basically this was supposed to be a stunt PR thing where they're gonna make us use a Torgue gun to kill it, but we kind of ruined that, and now he's pissed off and he wants the Gobbler to kill us. Do you see the cornucopia, James? That's the Wobble Gobbler.
Let's see if he notices. He took the bait. Now just don't die until
He's actually invincible. Do not shoot him. That's why it says the actually. You gotta wait until the poison kicks in. How long does poison take to, a tranquilizer dart to work on an elephant? It takes a couple hours or minutes. So you gotta wait. A tranquilizer dart on an elephant? You gotta shoot them with a lot of them. Well, no, not an elephant, like an ordinary like tranquilizer dart. There we go. Now you can get him. He's vulnerable. Oh my God, that dog. The dogs are upset. Ah. Look, he's shooting eggs out of his butt.
You just disobeyed a direct order from your president, Torque. You're dead. I am so scared. I know you can't tell because of the tone of my voice, but that was sarcastic. Anyway, come on back whenever, Vault Hunter.
Oh yeah, so that was basically the DLC. Like, I know it was short. There's only one more mission to do, but it's a really short DLC.
Like I said, I don't mind. I thought it was fun for a little bit.
I like how you said it at the same time I did. Wait, James. Gotta open the chests. The loot. Halloween one's really nice. The Christmas one's my favorite. Also pretty short, but the Christmas one is my. I like Christmas. I'm a December baby. We won! Yay! Talk to the Torgue. Okay, James. This mission is hard. Talk to Grandma Flexington. She's over there in the corner, sitting in her chair.
Oh man, it's the Vault Hunter! You are awesome! Didn't you fight Terramorphous?
Not yet, not yet.
Like that once. He was a big whale squid with 100 tentacles. You ever thought anything with tentacles? Oh, of course you have. Terramorphous.
Turns out boys, you didn't really believe it.
Alright, man.
I'll see you, man.
Alright, the whale creature. His name was Apocalypse. I call him Apocalypse for short. And he attacked my hometown of Tsunami's Edge when I was but a little girl. You ever been to Tsunami's Edge? Great town, nice beaches, great food, and the cost of living is just so low. Even being a single grandmother and working
James, you want to see why this mission sucks?
processing factory, I was still able to provide.
If I do this.
We may not have been able to afford the minor things in life like food, but we got by.
Hold on.
After all, Mr. Torque and I didn't have anything
Oh.
to worry about after that
You're still there, so it doesn't count. If you leave, you have to redo the mission. James, I forget what she says is the problem.
Oh man, I forgot what I was talking about. Where was? All right, the blowhole, the apocalypse. So anyway, I was wrestling blowhole to the ground, and I have my bicep curled around his blueberry throat. Blueberry? Sorry, I meant to say blubbery. I've got blueberries on the brain, I guess. I grow them in my backyard. Mr. Torg helped me plant them. Thanks again for that, grandson.
I love you, Grandma!
Anyway, I have my bicep around his blubbery throat, and Mr. Torg starts crying because he really likes whale squids, and he doesn't want to see me hurt one.
They are the princes of the ocean!
So I let the whale go after giving it a punch in the eyeball so he'll remember me, and it swam away into the ocean. And then I had Mr. Torg drive me to the ice cream parlor. He got me Rocky Road, because Rocky Road's my favorite. I'm extremely partial to the way the marshmallows act like little landmines of flavor amidst the battleground of chocolate. What's your favorite flavor of ice cream? Is it pistachio? I bet it's pistachio. Oh, that reminds me! You'll never guess who I saw today! Pistachio the Amazing! He's a magician who studied under Crazy Earl, so he's got that weird mustache, you know, but I saw him make a rat hive disappear. A whole rat hive! I said to Mr. Torg, Mr. Torg, wasn't that amazing? And he said, yes, it was, Grandma. Didn't you say that, high five? You remember saying that?
I remember, Grandma!
And we stood in line afterward and got his autograph, and I thought I had it somewhere. I really ought to go up there.
James.
These days. I have so many little keys.
I hate this mission.
You're paying attention, right? Say, what's my favorite flavor of ice cream? Oh, so you are listening. How wonderful. You're an even better listener than my old
God
friend,
dang.
Beasto. Beasto was such a sweetie. You ever had a pet rat?
James is actually paying attention. You know how many times I redid this mission?
I still remember the way he used
I forgot which was the ice cream. I thought it was pistachio.
I had a conversation with
No,
him.
she said your favorite's probably pistachio.
I wasn't paying attention.
Mr. Beasto, you're looking very cute today. And he said, oh, thank you, that's so nice. I tweeted in a way that made me know that's how he felt. And then he lowered his little head like he was taking a bow.
Is this how they padded out the hour of the game?
Beasto was my third.
Yeah.
Then I had Anita. She got shot up trying to take vengeance on the train that killed Woody. And then I found Beasto making little poops on the windmill outside our house. After Mr. Torg and I wrestled her to the ground, I did a flying pile driver off a nearby tower tree. Got him straight in the spine and brought him down. We brought him in and fed him some skag steaks until he decided he loved us. I still miss Beasto sometimes. He just died of old age. Rats don't live much longer than a few years, but I treasure the time we had together. Poor Mr. Torg. When Beasto died, he cried for a week. The kids made fun of him at school, but I told him not to pay them any mind.
Being in touch with your emotions is not a character flaw!
I'm telling you.
That's right, high five. Is something wrong? You look confused, Vault Hunter. Oh, you probably haven't heard anyone call Mr. Torg high five before. The world may know him as Mr. Torg, but the Flexingtons always refer to him using his middle name. It's a Flexington family tradition, after all, to use your grandfather or grandmother's name as your own middle name. And my husband, High Five Flexington, God rest his soul, was the best grandfather Mr. Torg could have asked for before he passed. He taught Mr. Torg dang near everything he knew about firearms. Without High Five's teachings, I don't think the Torg Corporation would exist at all. Gosh, I still remember the first gun Mr. Torg tried to make after his parents died. A Jacob shotgun with a stick of dynamite attached to the barrel. Torg nearly blew his face off. Dusted his mustache off and swore that by the time he reached the age of 11, he would make a gun that fired explosions without killing the operator. And by golly, he did. It took a couple of dozen prototypes before he got the right combination of gun parts and explosives right. But once he did, woo-wee! I'll never forget the plume of smoke that used to be my neighbor's homestead. They were jerks though, so it's okay. Gosh, I've been talking your ear off for some time, haven't I? So kind of you to listen for this long. I've taken up too much of your time already. Please
You
don't feel
actually
like
beat it. Oh my God,
As
James.
a matter of fact, take this for giving this old woman
James, you beat it on your first try.
Woo!
Yeah.
You're even more
Gotta listen
attractive
to
than
people,
Mr.
I think.
Torque said you
All right, James.
I've got
Here's another one.
story for you, but I'd like to tell it to all
I bet you weren't expecting that. You weren't expecting that, were you?
Oh, you still want to talk with me? How incredibly sweet
Oh my
of you.
God.
Say, you'll never guess who I saw today. Captain Scarlet.
see?
She was robbing my retirement home with a
Scarlet?
few other
No.
brands, and I recognized her from her wanted poster, and I said, "Oh, hey, you fought the Vault Hunter, didn't you?" And she bowed all elegantly and said something like, "Indeed, I did, madam," and said that you were really good at fighting, and that you beat her fair and square. She didn't seem to harbor much of a grudge about it. Nice girl. You should think about meeting up with her again if you're not shacked up with her, you know? I mean, of course, you probably are. Gorgeous hunk of a Vault Hunter like you. I bet you're beating away suitors left and right. Look, you're blushing. Oh, I could just eat you up.
My
Mr.
God.
Torque was so scared of trying to get a date for such a long time. He used to go to parties in high school and just stand in the back without talking to anybody.
Introvert!
I tried to tell him, I
would
said,
do
don't
that
worry
every
about chasing love. If you chase your dreams, then love will follow. See, that's the thing people don't get. You watch Echo films and they're just awful. They teach you that the only way to be with someone is just to pursue them over and over until they decide they like you. In reality, you know when you like someone almost immediately. You can't really convince somebody to fall in love with you. You just look like a stalker. But if you do things that you're interested in, like making guns that explode or killing mercenaries, then people will see that confidence and skill you have, and they'll be attracted to it. There's always a fine line between that kind of confidence and narcissism, you know? There's nothing worse than somebody who wants to be famous. I remember when Mr. Torgue first sold his weapons tech to that board of directors, he was pretty egocentric for a while. Taking pictures of himself and posting them to the internet all the time. Trying to hobnob with every celebrity that used his weapons.
God,
He came
even
back
you're
home
bored.
one
Your
day,
character's
like a
saying
bottle
stuff.
under each arm, and I said, Mr. Torgue, what are you doing? You've lost sight of who you are. It's been weeks since you actually created a new gun, I said. And it was true. He'd been more obsessed with being well known for doing something great than with actually doing something great.
It was a dark point in my life.
Thankfully, High Five listened to me and got to work on what would eventually become the Kerblaster. You a fan of the Kerblaster? That was always my favorite.
I love the Kerblaster. Oh, the Flacker is actually not that
But there's more
bad.
combat than just brute efficiency in this old lady's eyes. Style counts for something.
The
And
Flacker's
there's
actually really
nothing
good.
quite like filling the air with tiny little explosions. It's like a fireworks show, except the deaths aren't as sad and unexpected. Actually, that reminds me, now that you're here, I wanted to throw some ideas at you for feedback. I'm a playwright in my spare time, and I'm trying to write a story about an up-and-coming tournament fighter who tries to find love in a gladiatorial arena. And I figure you've got a lot of experience, so your feedback would really be valuable. So the play is called Broken Hearts and
Oh.
Scene 1. Fade in on an arena, just after body parts litter the stage. A lone warrior stands in the middle of the stage, a spotlight illuminating her bloodstained body. Her sword triumphantly aloft. Back up. Is there no warrior who can challenge me? Must I be destined to spend my life as the strongest, the bravest, the most invincible warrior this galaxy has seen? For I am Valkyrie, scourge of the gladiatorial days! As she shakes her head at the sun. From stage
Even you're bored.
a janitor with a heavy heart and an even heavier conscience. He begins sweeping the body parts into a bin, which is colored green, and remember that because that's similar color code. Until melancholy overtakes him. He drops his bush probe to the floor and falls to his knees before delivering a heart-wrenching soliloquy. blood cannot be washed away. Not before and not now. Even as I attempt to escape the past which haunts me still. Must I live forever as a fraud, sweeping up the trash of others to hide my shame and avoid my pursuers? Must I forever remain on the periphery of joyful combat, ever watchful but never participating? The ladder of Valkyrie re-enters the stage right.
Dog, what is he on about? I stopped paying attention.
I heard a noise and thought it worth
He's still talking
investigating.
about the places.
Oh my God. 'Twas nothing but the wails of those souls you released from their bodies tonight. Souls that wail in agony as they fly upward to Valhalla. Fools! What have they to wail about? Their agonies are over, ended at the point of my sword. Mine, however, have only yet begun. For it is lonely at the top, and an unchallenged life is a boring one. No doubt.
Damn, that's kind of true, bro.
If only
Unchallenged
I were
life is
able to
boring.
tell her my true identity, I would give her a fight she would not soon forget. Back to her. Yes, ma'am, boredom is the true tragedy. May you one day find challenge in combat. Student, Nodon picks up a giant two-armed bastard sword with almost no effort. Valkyrie. What is this? Third place. Third.
Stop talking about third place. You've been talking about that like 3 times already.
Who is he to pick up a bastard sword? Third place in the planet-wide science. What hidden power does he hold? What secrets does he keep? I will endeavor to uncover his past in the hope that our swords may cross in battle.
Damn, sounds pretty good.
Seem to. The interior of the governor's house. The table is set. Mary and tea from this kid. Oh, I'm so sorry. I didn't even ask you for the feedback on the first scene. Did you like it? Oh, wonderful.
That was good.
Scene 2.
Oh,
The governess enters from stage.
oh James.
I refuse to respond to these absurd accusations.
That's surprising.
James, I think we've been here for like an hour.
Accusations may those be. Governess. Actually, you know what? I don't think I'm ready to get back on the play yet. But what about you? What are you up to? Tell Grandma Flexington all about it. I bet you've had
Charlie
some
wants your
amazing
attention, Mom.
adventures. Mr. Ford told me about the time you all played bunkers and badasses together. He said it was one of the most fun and welcoming experiences of his life.
Grandpa! You're embarrassing me!
Sorry, sweetie, but really, you and the Vault Hunters are his first real pals. It wasn't easy for Mr. Tord to make friends at school when he had facial hair at age 8, pecs at 8.5, and dead parents by age 9. People found him intimidating, but I told him that he should be thankful for the fact that he looks different. Anyone who wouldn't be friends with you based on appearance wouldn't be a very good friend anyway. But he really does like hanging out with all of you. Most people these days want Tord to pose for pictures or blow something up by flexing at it. It's not often he gets to sit down and play games with people. Oh, speaking of games, did you play Going Back to the House yet? It's a new echo simulation about exploring a log cabin you lived in when you were a kid. There's no violence or anything. You just walk around looking at cereal boxes and remembering people you made out with. I really like where Echo Sims have gone in the past few years, don't you? There seem to be a lot more of them with interesting things to do beyond shooting people. And the writing's gotten so tight inside. For instance, did you ever play the Samurai's Marker? The whole game's story was delivered through haiku. Did Zero write it or something? No, I'm just joshing. I know you're too busy for that. But oh yeah, I was playing at the end of the pointed gun last night on my Echo Sim player, and wow, is that fun. It's about a guy who punches people and smacks himself in the face with doors. Easily one of the best punch-related comedy sims ever. But oh, I'm really looking forward to this game called Robot Hunter Assault Squadron, which is this big randomized survival game about throwing bottles at trees and accidentally scaring birds. In the demo version, I scared a bird so hard it died. 10 out of 10 in my book. But what kind of things do you do for fun? You play any sports? You look like you might be into some of the more head volleyball. I knew an athlete a lot like you when I was younger. Her name was Nijo, and she was especially gifted at the giblet toss. That's an old pastime we had back when I was young. You punch a convict, and then see how far you could make their viscera fly across a big field. You got points based on distance and the size of the viscera. She won the final round of the giblet toss championship by getting a left eyeball to cross the 300-meter mark. They said she was juicing the Viridian, but I think they were just angry that she dethroned the reigning champ, misogynistic Jim.
Shoot,
You'll really like to.
prove something in the next few minutes.
Hey, what's your favorite food? Mine's burgers, personally. People look at you like you're a pleb or something when you say you like burgers, but just
Pleb?
think of all the
Did she say pleb? Oh my god, I think I'm actually enjoying
play
this.
around with the toppings, change what sides you have. You ever have a burger with veggie chips? Gosh, I almost forgot about Christ for about a year after I discovered the veggie chip combo. And I'm not a vegetarian or anything, but those veggie patties they make on the more upper class worlds are crazy good.
Yeah, that is
Better
true.
than real meat if you cook it right.
In my opinion,
Mr.
yeah.
Ford tried to be vegetarian once after he
Have you
saw
ever
a
had a
waffle
black
burger
bean
run
I
over
had
by
black
a
bean
truck.
burgers, they're so good.
How
They
long
taste
you
just like
lasted
meat.
again?
12 seconds!
You wouldn't notice the difference.
Barely even finished the word vegetarian before he lunged at a skag shoe I was holding in my left hand. Nearly lost a finger. Granted, he's all over skag shoes or skag bacon. Don't know
Thanks,
why,
Mom.
since I always felt like skags tasted like old tires and vomit. But to each his own. Taste is a funny thing. People say your taste buds get more refined as time goes on, but they actually get worse and worse. So when Mr. Torg used to refuse vegetables as a kid, it's because he was actually tasting how awful they were. When we old folks eat vegetables, we're only okay with it because we can't taste all the gross vitamins and stuff. Granted, vitamins are what have kept me going for as long as I've been going. You get enough B12 in your system and you can head on a freight train without so much screws.
B12
That
is
reminds
good
me, I
for
need to
you.
get my bills ready for the rest of the week. I have one of those little metal containers split into different sections for each day. It's really helpful. And the sides are sharp enough that I can use it to ward on burglars if I need to. What else do I have to do this week? Probably head to the bazaar, pick up some frozen spider and flanks. Gotta bring my coat though, because it gets kind of chilly in the freezer section. What else do I need? Oh, I need Schwartzman's candy drops. Gosh, those are delicious. They're so smooth and sweet. Just thinking about them, I could go for one right now, couldn't you? Do you think you could go find me one?
Time to... I need to get out of here.
You should find her a candy though.
James.
We should be the sweet young men that our mothers raised us to be.
Oh my god, James. Gameplay for once. Oh my god.
I thought it was fun. I actually enjoyed her stories.
James, I was dying
I want to hear you!
of boredom.
Oh, you really?
You can't tell me how to feel. Did you just say okay? Like you didn't even fight
Kill
back?
the little man!
No, I think, yeah.
Oh, I thought you said, oh, okay. I was like, but James, I want the fight back. I want to fight today. James, I see no difference between OnlyFans and, you know, the other one.
That's a Schwartzman candy drop. Grab it for me, will ya? Oh,
I can't wait to taste your lungs.
Some guy named Fuse is not letting me. Wow, he hits hard.
It's beginning to bleed.
James, he hits hard. There we go, we can kill him. Dog. You know why people are doing the GameStop thing? It's because, pretty much they were trying to short the stock, so not only so they, you know, go bankrupt. That's what shorting a stock is, when people just stop putting, in a way, saving GameStop and AMC.
But it's only temporary, right?
But James, no, technically, if everyone keeps their Barely. It's technically it could be forever.
But I don't think it will be.
Well, James, it's
You know, people will keep their stocks up.
James. I think from where the stock was in the beginning to where it is now, no matter what, let's say a lot of people give up their stock, a lot of people will take losses if they sell. So they'll have to hold.
Stop what I think of.
You get what I'm saying? There's some people some people who've invested a lot of money because of this. If they sell, they'd lose a lot. They'd have to actually claim losses. But because they're holding, even if they have losses, the losses aren't really lost because anything can happen. The stock could go up and they can sell. But that's the point, James. If people hold, technically, yeah, they're at a loss, but they can't really like claim the loss.
There's just nothing like a good roaring fireplace, is there? Something.
Oh my God, she's not talking.
Maybe that's why our family likes explosions so much. They're basically just big fireplaces. Every explosion feels just like coming home.
Is how Marcus saved Mercenary Day actual DLC?
Don't you
It
think
is
I would?
a mini DLC.
Oh, that's a Christmas thing.
Yeah.
Oh, don't be silly. It's a wonderful slogan, and you know
And
it.
what about
I used to
the
come up with
Hammerlock
slogans
and
for a
Sonic
living when I was in my teens. I came up with the jingle for Professor Gunsight's Can't Miss Scopes. How'd it go? Oh, yeah. If you try to shoot, but you miss a lot, and give Professor Gunsight Scopes a shot. And then they played a gunshot sound effect and someone going, ah! It was cute. Gosh, I've been talking for a while now, haven't I? Thanks for bringing your friends to listen to an old woman ramble for a while. I can't tell you how great it is to have somebody new to talk to. Especially a vault hunter. Oh, and one more thing. No,
No.
actually, that could probably make just
Okay.
something about vaults and the end of the universe.
Wait, what?
Anyway, here.
Wait, no, I actually wanted to hear that.
Just like I spoiled my grand.
Tell me, Granny, I got the...
Too late.
Granny,
No, you didn't want
Granny, tell me right now. Granny, tell me! Tell me!
Enjoy! Conversation!
No way, James. Time to do...
that was wonderful.
That was horrible.
Actually, we should play this specific DLC, that specific mission. We should do that a couple times on hard difficulties.
James. We're going to the crater of bad attitude.
I don't know, I kinda don't want to leave her behind.
Okay, act like that never happened.
Anthony, it's not
I'm
very
finally
kind.
passed, except for one, huh?
What happened?
Not very kind, Anthony.
Damn, well, that's
Listen
just how it
carefully,
be.
mouth breathers of the world. This is Patricia Tanis, and I have found another vault. As you may know, the opening of the first vault 5 years ago triggered a chain reaction that revealed more vaults on Pandora.
Hooray! You don't want to hear about that, Vault Hunter. You want to hear about loot and pets and explosions. I'm Tori, and I'm here to ask you one question and one question only. Explosions?
Get off this echo frequency, you protein-guzzling buffoon! I'm trying to convey...
That sentence had too many syllables. Apologize!
As I was saying, I've discovered that this new vault is buried in the center of a large crater and will only open, and I quote, once the champion of Pandora feeds it the blood of the ultimate coward.
We at the Tor Corporation sincerely believe this is fucking awesome! It's so awesome that we're gonna set up a tournament to find us #1 badass. If you want in, come to where the vault is buried. In the badass crater,
Hercule?
a badass
I don't think so.
That's not what the area is called!
Badass crater, badass attitude!
Because Hercule sounds just like
Welcome to the
Alright
badass
guys,
crater
we
of
made
badass
it.
attitude, badass.
Yeah, guys, we're finally here to actual content.
Deep orbit. You're here
Come on, Anthony, that was great content listening to Granny talk.
#1 badass. Now, before you get started, you gotta digitally sign our legal waiver.
Yeah, it is Hercule's voice actor. You're right.
Yeah, it was like, that has to be Hercule.
It sounds familiar, but I wasn't sure. I was like, I don't know. I don't think so. But no, it is. It is Chris Ranger. Yeah.
I love your Hercule.
He's so funny. My favorite one was when he made Goku pretend like he got beat, and Goku was like, "Oh, I forgot my truck. Oh!" you, I love DBZ and DBS Dragon Ball Super. So good, dude.
Just head to the arena while I play you a sick guitar solo.
Some of the names of this mission in this DLC are named after rock and roll songs. Yeah, you notice. Oh yeah, okay, so you notice. Some of them are named after like rock and roll songs. Like you're gonna see. These people do appreciate like classic rock. Oh, jump the ramp, jump the ramp, jump the ramp. Like back up a little. Oh yeah, oh yeah. Yeah, we're really low, but we gotta. Right now, we gotta go through the middle, get to the arena. Yeah, that's basically how we're gonna level up. We need a sponsor. Damn, we are overpowered, James.
How can I snap your neck if you don't have one?
That's okay, man. I'm sure it's alright. Were we over leveled for the... honestly, I replay this one all the time. I love this one. Because you can farm for legendaries in this one. And it's not a glitch, like it's actually part of this one mission that's repeatable. Where you farm for these tokens and you can buy legendaries from a vending machine. So I know it's a lot to ask. Yeah, I know it's a lot to ask from you, but I want to do that mission a couple times so I can at least buy one legendary. I mean, no, you just we gotta kill things a couple times. That's why. Yeah, I mean, I just want you to get a good legendary, you know.
No different than when I did the armory like 3 or 4 times.
And now you know the glitch.
Yeah.
That's actually really cool, right?
It's interesting.
That's a that was a funny thing. You know, they never patched that since the game came out on Xbox. I think they just couldn't. I think of the way the whole map was made, if they had to patch it, it would just be too much work. Dog, I'm having a wonderful time. That what?
Are these people that he was sponsoring?
Yeah, Torg. So that's basically how it works. Those are lackeys that are trying to get sponsored.
I need a new apprentice. Come find me at the arena. Just follow the succulent scent of success.
Alright, James, time for the next mission, man. Time to find Piston. Oh, watch this, watch this.
Piston, what would you say to those
Yeah, it's a long one.
of rigging fights to gain your #1 ranking?
Oh, Jeffrey. Well, I guess I say I'd have to do this.
My goodness.
And then I tell them to never call me a cheater. And you can quote me on that. Hey, over here, newbie. Here's what Piston's offering, Chickadee. Piston will sponsor you. Piston will take you under his muscly wing, and we will open that vault together. I've already set up the first fight. Get in there and show him that Piston and the Vault Hunter are a force to be reckoned with.
Is it just me, or does it seem like he's gonna betray the fuck out of you?
Nah, I trust him.
Nah, Nah, he not. Oh, he would never.
Hey,
That's what I like
James,
to look up. I
do
haven't
you
loaded up in a long
do you know this reference in this DLC? The name of the mission?
Hold on, I have to look at this again.
Am I bugging you?
Welcome to the jungle.
We got fun and games. Hey.
I know some of
Okay,
the,
okay.
ones that everyone knows.
Okay, well that's those are the references. Yeah, I'm sure you'll know some of them.
And it's like nah, 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 nah.
I love that video.
Danny is doing a
Okay, so this is the machine I'm talking about. You see this machine? You can buy legendaries from it. You see that legendary in the machine right
By the
now?
way, Anthony, can you hear me clearly?
Yeah, you sound good.
Oh, okay, good.
You see that machine and that gun in the machine, the Herald, the hard unkempt Herald? That's the best gun in the game. But you want one with a prefix in the machine that you're looking at over here. You can buy this gun if you have Torg tokens, which you have to do a side mission for. But basically, James.
Wow, Torg has his own
Currency, yeah. James, but basically that is the best gun in the game, but we want one that has the prefix double shot, or double penetrating, my bad, double penetrating unkempt Herald. Alright, James, let's go. Hey, maybe. I love this DLC, man. I love it. Oh wait, we gotta wait in the main lobby. My bad.
The rules are simple.
Okay. Now we can go.
Kill everybody. The last fighter standing is a bona fide badass. Go to the center of the arena when you're ready to start.
Oh my goodness, this place is huge.
Yeah, it's really cool. We're only gonna be here like twice. This DLC is more than just arena battles. Don't worry, it's not gonna be Moxie.
But the way Moxie did it, no.
We will beat it. We will beat it, and it's not gonna be worth it. But we're gonna beat it one day.
I just hope that if we do it, obviously I'm gonna.
Level 60? Yeah, me too.
Either Roland or Mordecai, one of the two.
Yeah, I think we should just use the characters we were using. So Roland. Especially Roland, actually. Roland has a lot of, like, health stuff. So he heals a lot.
I got a rampage! Gotta heal!
Yo, man, people are saving movie theaters out here, man. So he said we're too slow. We gotta pick up the pace, my friend. James, you're gonna love Borderlands 3, my friend. I just, look, in my opinion, I don't hate games that often, James, but the ending for that game was just so, I don't know, man. It felt like, I'm not gonna say what it felt like, I just didn't like the way it was written. It was just so cheesy, dude. And it's not even like, it was cheesy, and like the song they played at the end, I was so pissed off. Because Tyreek is laughing. He's like, what'd you think? And I'm like, Tyreek, why? He's like, don't you like it? I'm like, no, this is horrible. This is horrible. I don't think so. I think they were trying to appeal to a certain group, and it backfired so hard.
I love your blood.
They ruined that song for me. Oh man, James, you gonna see Borderlands 3 when we get there, James. Oh my God, I'm gonna commit. Right now, I think all the DLCs are out, but the second season pass is coming out soon. I'm gonna pay for Tariq's. They're making more. I'm gonna pay for Tariq's. Yeah, they are. I'm gonna pay for Tariq's internet so he can play with us.
Piston is proud of you. I've arranged for the stagehands to deliver some guns to you. Take them. Piston thinks this will be the start of a beautiful relationship.
Because that's one game that Tariq's been meaning to play with us, and I cannot play that game without that man. That game is gonna be so good. Hey, we got 5 tokens.
I'm not gonna shut false promises with some lonely mercenary.
So look what happens, James.
Whoever lived, I will open the vault myself. And you.
He's gassing us! James, run! Run!
Is the arena filling up with Armstrong gas? I've trusted him. Just breathe deep and pass out like a good little coward.
I feel like you and me would just be great voice actors. My head.
Problem is
We wouldn't take shit seriously.
we wouldn't know how to stop. That's the problem. It would just be like, so you did a great job.
It's like, are you okay? It's like, oh, my head. It's like, oh, okay, the scene's over. Oh, it's all white. It's like, okay, guys, it's over. Oh, James, is that you? It's like, guys, please.
Yeah, and then they're just gonna be like, I think these guys were a little too qualified.
Cha-cha, real smooth.
And yeah, and then it'll be like, so
What
then
the
I
hell?
fart.
Ladies and
Yeah,
gentlemen,
yeah,
the
yeah.
vault hunter has disappeared from the arena. I don't know where the fuck did he go.
So basically,
Educate you, Tor.
we got
The
duped.
vault hunter
Hey,
ran
do you get this mission?
away. They found out they'd have to fight me, Piston, to become the #1 badass on Pandora.
Wait, hold on.
And they ran away like a little baby. Ran away? This is a travesty.
So basically, he made us lose our rank 50.
Of the Tour tournament, I must officially dub the Vault Hunter a coward.
And he made us a coward. So now we need revenge. That's the story, James. And all we wanted to do was open up the vault.
Okay, it's straight up dog time. I know you ain't actually a coward, but fuck that twist ending didn't make you some good TV. Still, you're gonna need a new sponsor if you want to stay in the tournament.
Come with me.
Get to the beatdown.
We gotta go to the beatdown. James, there's this invincible guy that we're gonna fight, but we're not gonna fight him right now. I'm just telling you that there's this boss that's coming up, and he is basically an invincible later on, and he's actually one of the easiest and hardest invincibles I've ever fought. He just does a lot of damage because he does fire attacks, but the thing is, he's a very easy invincible. In fact, killing him is easier than killing most of the other invincibles. I say Hyperius is easier, is pretty easy, but I think they're called invincibles.
No, I'm just messing.
Wasn't that a football team? Like movie?
No, it might have been.
The Invincibles? I think so. That was a really good movie.
It might have been.
That was a really good movie. My favorite movie was that one where that guy was like he was like homeless, and that woman like I didn't say adopted him, but like she took care of him, and he joined the football team, and she helped him like with his like stuff. It was really cool.
Talking about the Blind Side?
Blindside, was that what it was called? It was a great movie.
You talking about the black kid that they the white family adopted? Right?
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it was
That was so good.
Number 4 ranked badass lives out here. His name's Pyro Pete, and huge coincidence, kidnapped one of the freelance sponsors around here in
Come on, man.
Tampa.
Gotta go kill the people in the beatdown. By the way, there's this rare weapon that only has a 1 in 10 chance, 1 in like 1,000 chance spawning. So if you get it, just keep it, because it's a really cool weapon. You're gonna know because it has like tiny Tina drawings on it. It's called the Kaboomy? I don't know, it's a sniper rifle. King Boomy, he was pretty cool. Made me sad. Dog, you always wanted a what? Oh yeah. Yeah, I bet it tasted good. I always thought they did.
Yeah, I was like, yo, no, that must taste really good the way he's hyping it up.
You're still the number 5 badass on the tour.
The thing that I loved about Booming though, other than the fact that he was kind of a kook, but he was actually very smart, very wise, and he was in like good shape, even out of old.
Yeah, I liked how he pretended to be weak and then he'd take off his clothes and the man was just big buff McGruff. I was like, my god, who are you?
The White Lotus with all the white and look at Iroh, look at fucking look at Boomy, and I think there's 2 others. Oh,
Zuko?
no, it was because remember that the White Lotus that had an older Gundam.
Oh yeah.
So the fire guy talking about he had white hair. He had like big white hair, and he had like I think a goatee.
I think I know the one you were talking about, yeah.
I forgot his name, but I think he's like helped the a little.
Yeah. Dog James, that whole show was really good, man.
Looking back on it, I was like, wow, that was actually a really impressive show.
Yeah, it touched a lot of good topics. And it taught me that, you know, you may have a family, but family doesn't mean everything.
Yeah, because his dad was a jerk.
You know, his dad never loved him. His sister...
The crazy part about the dad to me is that, like, it's not like he was putting up a front to protect him. No, he was just an asshole. There's no way around it.
The funny thing is that his sister actually really did love him. Like, really did love him, but she was just crazy. She was just fucking crazy. No, she did. Alright, I guess I'm wrong. Never mind, I give up.
You can't lie. It was pretty bad.
I mean...
That's a bad friend touch.
Yeah, I do my own sister. I shall not repeat it. I said it once, I won't say it again.
I'm losing blood. Give me yours.
I really want to know now.
No, to strip your face from my fingernails.
That made me laugh, where his wife came out.
Yeah, what happened?
And what's it called? Brother's wife's sister and her husband were there, and the husband he loved her. So then his son,
The only one that.
but the point is, the wife wanted him to look after with his son because, you know, he was kind of just like laying around, you know, he wasn't really being attended to at the moment. He wanted him to like sit up on the couch, not lay on the ground. So then she's like, well, are you gonna look after him? Like, you know, he is your son. And then, mind you, he was like, what was he playing? He was playing that old school wrestling game from the NES era.
I don't know which one. Was it a WWF game or?
It was
I think I know the one you're talking about, but go on.
Yeah, but anyways, he was playing it, and like, you know, you basically fight for the belt, so you get the belt, and then you try to defend, you know, your property. He was in the process of defending his belt, and then he was like calling him to come look after his son, and then he was like, but honey, the title. I was just like, yo, he was hilarious.
That's actually kind of funny.
He was so sick. He's like, but honey, I have to defend my title. It was, oh man, that's great.
I kind of respect that.
Right there,
I
man.
kind of respect that.
Gold.
That's actually kind of funny, yeah. But honey,
But hey man, he was trying for the title, man.
My belt.
He's gonna have to wait. Yeah.
no, that's funny, man.
Yeah, I love that guy. That guy was hilarious.
Yo, man, James has like the coolest family, man.
Yeah. Yeah, I was like, have you heard of this game called The Messenger?
Wasn't that the one that you were telling me to buy?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to get it. Looks
Aaron was
really
playing
cool.
The Messenger, and Messenger is pretty hard. And he was fighting this boss he was having a really hard time with, and every time you die, it's like doo 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 doo. But anyways, he was fighting the boss, and then like anytime my brother was like, you know, trying to get an extra hit, they're like, Aaron, be humble, he's gonna humble you, don't do it.
And he got humbled?
Feel your spanking.
And then he was like, Aaron, you weren't humble.
What did Aaron say?
We did that for like a whole like hour and a half.
Keep the blood pouring.
That's kind of funny. What did Aaron say?
Get out of my head.
Like, I'm getting so good, but it's so hard. And like, you haven't seen Aaron's gaming face, but Aaron's gaming face is great.
Does he make like a stern, like a constipated look?
He just has this whole, like, I have to everything, I have to be aware of
everything. It's funny. I'm telling you, man, I'm jealous of James' family. He has like the coolest fam. My brothers don't even want to hang out with me. My brother, I mean the other one, you know. It's not because we're not cool. It's just I don't talk to him too much. Me and him are too different. James, come here. We're gonna redo this mission until we get like 600 tokens.
How many do we get?
Each time we get 5, but it's harder. Every time it gets harder, we get more tokens.
But then he'll betray you and try to kill you, and you'll have to kill him, and it will be awesome. Anything you want to
Wait.
add, Pete? No. You, covered it. Thanks for that.
Where's the missions? Okay, put.
Grab a beer and get some
Come here.
beer, 'cause it's time for a beatdown bar brawl.
Where's the rally point? Oh, follow me. Over here. So we're gonna do this until like a couple. Like you don't have to do it if you don't want the legendary. I really want the legendary. But it gets harder and then we get more rewards, so that's why I do it. I mean, I don't think you will. Everything's like level 31, but we'll see. upset, man. It's still good. It's still good.
And the DLC is still worth playing. I would like to play with the guys. The first one, at least all the way through one.
Okay, James, we can't do the next bar fight. Never mind. It's level 50. Level 50, James. We're not gonna even be able to scratch the surface.
That's not true. You know, ye of little faith when it comes to us.
James, this isn't GameStop. We're not gonna be able to do anything. We need more people.
So, yes, the sponsor I kidnapped is in the bar. Go find her. This is not a trap.
Hey.
Yeah.
Hey, he's inviting us. It's not a trap. Cool. I totally trust this guy, man. Come on.
Here we go, my fans.
So this is the invincible guy. His name's Pyro P. When he's invincible, he's not too hard.
I want to hear you.
This was a trap.
Oh no,
Must come as an incredible shock to
James.
you. Burn
It was a trap. Oh no.
It's beginning to bleed.
He's doing it too, man.
Bloody sand! Give me back my skull!
I think like that was really easy.
Yeah, but when we do the invincible one, it's kind of hard. Like, I'm telling you, man, like, these invincible fights are no joke. You don't believe me, but it's true. Get on the elevator, my guy.
I was wondering where it was.
I like your shoes.
Why does your face look like that? What is that on your face?
I'm the waddle gabbler.
No, what?
I'm the waddle gabbler.
Oh, the turkey.
I'm the waddle gobbler, yeah, man. Yo, the last DLC, man. Oh, you're gonna love it.
The beautiful, the most buxom sponsor of the history of Pandora.
God damn! Oh my God, James! You see what I saw?
Miss me, sugar?
You didn't see those physics, James?
Thanks for the save, darling. So,
James, don't tell me you didn't see those physics.
Wow, we're already so far.
What do you mean? Chapter 6?
I went to Torx Coliseum for myself.
Yeah, because the main missions are not long, but the side missions that come up is what makes this DLC kind of long. I'm telling you, James, we can literally beat this game by, like, if we just work on it, we can beat this game very soon.
Yeah, I believe it.
Like,
Isn't what's it called, the longest, Tiny Tina?
Tiny Tina is one of the longest and best DLCs I've ever played. It is not one. It is the best. No, James, it is the best. Like, it is not one of. It is the best. There is no other DLC.
So you found another
Nothing
sponsor.
compares to Tiny Tina.
That's sweet, baby. But let me explain something.
That's sweet,
Still
baby.
just a no-name word with muscles like wet noodles. My pets are laughing at you right now.
Why did he laugh like that, James?
Did he? Yeah. Why would his pet sound like that?
They sound like SpongeBob. Okay, James. We gotta go do the side mission. Total Recall. Like the movie.
Hey, that was a movie.
I've never seen it, actually. I've heard it was good. I'm thinking about watching it.
Are you talking about the original or the remake?
I heard both were decent. The original I heard was a lot better.
I saw some of the original was very trippy.
One of my ex-best friends was named after that movie. I say ex-best friends because that guy was he's not a dickhead, but what he did was very rude, and I have no respect for that man anymore.
Oh.
I respect him as a human being, but I cannot associate with him no more. That's all I'm gonna say. Like, I'm not upset at him anymore. I just forcibly, for my own happiness, being around him is not an option. And I feel bad because like James. The worst part is I was his only friend, man. But after what he did to me, nah, man. Oh well.
I'll never forget how Kevin treated me that day.
No, James. This guy basically, like, I don't know, man. He tried to, like, steal my beloved from me, and it just, I don't know, man. This guy was a dickhead. I have no respect for him. I have no respect for him, but that's all right, man. I'm sure he's doing great in life. It's one of my ex-best friends, man. Look, man, like, all I'm gonna say is, man, like, I don't hate the kid, but, like, I just don't want to be around him, man. You know, some people do stupid shit. No, man, some people do stupid shit, man. And you know what happened? They get left alone because no one wants to be around them, man. And that's alright, man. You learn the lesson the hard way, man.
Shut up!
Kevin, I don't mean to be nosy, but
Get out! Get out!
I try not to, surprise.
You can't control me!
Oh, me, I don't care. I'll ask all the time, man. I don't give a shit. I'll keep asking. How was your sex life, man? I'm just kidding. I'm just kidding. I don't have a sex life.
1,000 times!
You guys when it comes to that, so it's like, I try not to ask
You know what? You see, that's why James is a real one. I don't feel like James will betray me. And if James betrays me, man, I'm gonna get that pistol, man. And I'm just gonna shoot myself. In the hand. In the hand. I'm gonna mark myself. James, you know what? You know what, James? Since you said you think we can do it, James, we're gonna do it. Come on, James.
Why is Chris going ape shit?
Get ready to grab a beer and take some rear, cause it's time for a beatdown.
We're gonna see, James. I don't think we can do it, but
And stay alive.
I can't see your whole screen.
Give up already! Straight for this crap!
oh, James, I'm not doing damage, James. James, I'm about to die. Yeah, James, I couldn't. Yeah, James, that was way too hard.
do this. See, I'm already close to killing one of them.
Rising.
See? Number one already died. There you go. Perfect. Oh, I died.
I thought you could zoom out.
Yeah, James, that was too hard. Let's go.
so I guess we're not doing that segment.
Yeah, definitely not. We got shafted.
Shaft.
This is me 1 week into Pop Smoke. Christian dear. First month into Pop Smoke at work. What's my mother? You're mad bucket right now.
Yo, man. My boy, James. Has there ever been a person in your life that you just had to like disconnect from? You just couldn't associate with no more? Has there ever been a person you had to disconnect from and couldn't associate with no more?
Yeah, I've had that sometimes, but it wasn't necessarily of my choice, it was what he chose to do.
Oh, I'm sorry, man.
That's alright. I understood it. I mean, I didn't really agree with how he handled the situation afterwards.
Why? What happened? Oh, tell me later if you want.
1 second.
I still respect that, man. Slightly. But not really. I just... No, man, I'm just talking to myself. Mr. Rashad? Mr. Rashad? Tell this kid, Johan, to buy a charger, man.
Tell him what?
Tell him to buy a charger, man.
Alright, man.
Tell Kevin to buy a charger?
No, not Kevin, Johan.
Tell Johan to buy a charger?
Yeah, man.
Johan wants a Camaro, bro.
Nah, man, he said that's been ruined because of this fucking, like, dweeb-ass girl in our job.
Why?
Long story short, Johan's car dream got ruined by this dweeb, so now he doesn't want that car.
Really?
She's not, yeah, that's basically why. I can't explain it.
Man, bro, because he's like, he always sees bitches in that car. Like, I'm telling him, yes, but you only see the 1 LS. The hoes got that, but the niggas have the SS and up. I told him that.
Nah, man, you know what he has to get is a ZL1, but he
nigga, I told him that, but come on, like that, nigga, that's more than my car, bro.
Man, but the ZL1, man, you be fucking flying, my guy.
Yeah,
flying.
man, I told Johan about that ZL1, boy. I'm like, Johan, hey, that shit could match up to me. You could probably beat me.
Dog.
That ZL1 is beautiful, bro.
Dog, that ZL1 is so nice, man.
There you go.
Yo. Dog, the Exorcist, the Exorcist was pretty nice, man.
Dirty. Oh no, this was fucked up.
You seen the Exorcist?
The Exorcist, what are you talking about?
The Exorcist. Y'all have the Dodge Demon. They got the Exorcist. Y'all have the Dodge Demon. They got the Exorcist. You never seen the Exorcist?
The Exorcist? I
Yeah, man. The fucking... For real?
The Dodge Exorcist?
No, it's not Dodge. Dog, you ain't for real?
Oh, the Camaro.
Yeah, man. You never seen it?
Yeah, I've seen it. What about it?
That shit is good as fuck, dude.
Oh, cause you mentioned my Dodge and then you said X.
No, I said y'all Dodge got the Demon, but y'all have you ever seen the Exorcist? I guess I didn't.
The Exorcist is fucking
Exorcist is so nice, man. The only thing is, dog,
have you watched that video when it hit 217?
You're not gonna believe it, man. You want to know what beat both of them?
What?
A Mustang.
Look. That 10-speed GT500? Yeah. Hey, that's just scary. That shit is scary.
That Mustang,
that shit is
dude,
scary.
that Mustang went hard. I was like, how are you gonna tell me that the Mustang did that? I can't even believe it.
Hey, I'll shit on any Mustang, but that GT500, hold up. they came back for revenge, and they re-released it like last year, I think.
Yeah, they did, and it's really
Before
nice.
it was GT350, but now it's the GT500.
And it's so nice.
They came back for revenge.
I got out of the car by accident. Dog, I love the new Mustang is so nice, man.
I'll give it to that GT500. It's fast.
The only thing I will say is I just love the way the Exorcist is like all white with that black top. Oh man.
Yeah, man.
So nice, man.
If I were to get one, I'd murder it out. I'd either put red and black or straight black. Like I black on black.
For me, man, I think like all red.
Hey, darling. Right now you're
Now the red with the black hood. That
The red with the black hood is nice, but all red would be so nice, bro.
It will be too, but nigga, look at the murdered out, bro.
The black, all black, it looks so nice,
yes,
man.
it looks mean, it looks disrespectful, bro. Like, it's screaming none of you niggas can beat me, bro. Like, oh man. Johan's sleeping on the Camaro, man. I swear to God.
No, man, it's because he only see women in them, man. And I get it. I
understand that, but it's the one LS. I told him, bro, I went to the meet, it was straight Z01s and 2 SS. Like, I'm trying to tell him, bro.
But Johan's not trying to go and get a Z01. I don't think he got the money.
For sure. That's why I told him the 2SS is perfect. You get that and he mods it up, bro, and he tunes it up. Bro, that shit's a monster.
I told Johan, like, what are you looking? He's like, I don't want to get a Camaro, it's too expensive. I'm like, man, just get a Toyota. Get a 86, man. The man's like, but the problem is, like, I want a 4-door car. I'm like, Johan, just get an Evo. He's like, oh, I can't drive manual. I'm like, Johan.
Ooh, them Evos. Oh.
I'm like, Johan, just, if you want a nice car, you're gonna have to learn. He's like, nah, man, dude, they come in automatic. I'm like, yeah, they come in automatic, but why the fuck do you want an auto?
Nah, man. Hey, yo, Anthony, I've been driving my car on fucking manual, bro, and that shit shoots, bro. It shoots. Like,
I will tell you, the new automatics, man, are faster than manuals, really fast.
Yeah,
but I will tell you one thing: when it comes to drag racing, man, nothing beats a manual.
Nah, hell no. They'll fuck you up. Even on rolls, on 40 rolls and shit.
Yeah.
If you go against a manual, I think you have a higher chance of losing. Like the next time I race Fernando, I'm gonna have my shit on manual.
You gotta fucking like
right now.
switch it, you know, you're gonna flick it up.
Ladies
Hey,
and
is this Tiny
give it
Tina?
up for the wild child, the queen of Upsea, that girl who'll make you hurl.
Oh, I lost twice. Don't worry. I beat him twice. I rolled his ass twice, and he beat me by a headlight twice. No, once he beat me by a headlight, and the next time, the other one he rolled me up because I was spinning everywhere.
That's the one problem, man. There's just so much torque in that car. It's hard to get
Yes, Anthony. So you understand.
Dog,
but
if you make a left turn and you make a UE, you might spin out.
No, yeah, I definitely spin out, but that's why I keep traction mode on whenever I'm riding with like
Nah, man. You see, I don't drive with traction, man.
Nah, I have to, bro. Not with that car, bro. I'm not taking no chance with that car.
I'm playing with my
If I want to have fun with the car, I turn it off and I put it in sports mode and I go crazy. Other than that, nah.
No.
Look, Andy, look, I put launch control, like, the first time we dug, right? It was on sports mode, right? Bro, I was slipping everywhere for like a good, like, 5 to 3 seconds, like 4 to 3 seconds, bro. And I was like, and then, yeah, he rolled my shit. The next one, bro, I put launch control on, bro, and I had it on sports mode, and bro, my shit got traction, bro, and I flew and rolled this shit.
You gotta be careful with launch control because the thing is, it voids your warranty. So if you're not careful,
hold on. Where you going, Kevin?
Step 1 of my training regimen is
okay, alright.
Launch control voids your warranty because it might grind the gears and blow up the gearbox. So you gotta be careful.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, that's I only used it that once because that's my first time ever trying it out.
Hey, but if you had your good first launch, then you might be good at launching, man. Just be careful.
Oh yeah, I'm not gonna use it. Like I already know what to do when I want to launch. I'll just keep the RPMs at 2, or I switch to manual, keep it at 2. Then by the time I'm like at gear 3, I'll be gone. You know? I'll be fucking gone. And then another one we dug again, and we were racing, and he beat me, and then we did a 40 roll, and I flew on his ass. So Fernando has a 10-speed 5.0, so that's just fast.
Yeah, but doesn't he have like a fucking, what does he have? A Camaro, right?
No.
What do you have?
A 10-speed 5.0 Mustang.
Oh, didn't he have another car?
That was his first Mustang.
I don't think he had a Mustang in high school, right? You didn't have a Mustang in high school.
He got the Mustang after high school.
Yeah, because in high school, I think he had like a yellow-ass, nasty-ass Camaro.
Oh, really? Oh, I don't remember.
I didn't like the color of that Camaro. Because the problem is, it wasn't a nice yellow. It was like one of those like mustard yellows. It just looked ugly.
Mustard yellow. That should be the color back in the day.
Nah, man. But, nah, man. Fucking, that's cool, man. I'm glad you're having fun, man. Just be careful, man. I'll worry about your safety.
Oh, hell yeah. No, I don't go racing and shit. Trust me. I only did it once and I got my shit rolled by another scat pack. He told me the key was to drive it on manual. That's how he flew so fast. And I'm like, bro, this thing looks right. So I'm gonna run. I gotta get my rematch, bro. Once I get my rematch, I'll be chilling when it comes to racing.
You're funny, man.
Yeah, bro, nigga, I was like, there's no way. And we did a 40 roll, we were neck and neck, and then he flew.
James,
bro, what?
The raisin cookies. These aren't real. They're raisins. James, destroy the machines. Yeah, man, but nah, man. I love your car, man. Your car looks nice, man. In my opinion, I change the headlights and I get those nice red ones. You know the ones I'm talking about?
The red ones? I changed my headlights, but
the red LED ones that people be using. They look so nice.
Maybe next time I got you one. I have LED ones right now, so once those run out, I'll probably change it up, change the color. I want to get racing stripes, but motherfuckers are fucking taxing me.
Racing stripes, man? Nah.
Hey, I'm a basic nigga, man. Back in the day, Fast and Furious, or you can see that.
Bro, it's nice, man. It's nice, but racing stripes, man, on that thing? Nah, man. Maybe on the side panels, maybe. On the side panels, maybe, but I don't know, man. Not on the whole car.
Yeah, I feel that. I don't know. I always wanted to put it on. I feel like
you know what, man? It's your car. You be happy if you want. That's all that matters, man.
For sure. I wanted to change the color, but a lot of people love that color. The granite, you don't really see it.
I'm telling you, it looks nice. I like that color. James is capping, man. James is capping. Yeah, but I'm sorry about that, James. I'm sorry that you and your friend had to go through such a tough situation.
Yeah, part of it was me, part of it was him. It was one of those things. I had fault in the manner and so did he.
Why? What happened? I mean, if you don't mind me asking, I'm sorry.
It was just one of those things to where
somebody what?
For a time.
Really? What the fuck? Who doesn't like Mr. Mountain Man?
It was just one of those situations to where we lived in the dorm together, and I would go through times to where I saw my current girlfriend then, didn't see her, so I didn't like see her that often at that point in time, and combined with the fact that my person that I was dorming with, he would be like basically fucking pretty much all the time. Enough to the point to where like I would wake up and hear just like he's in the same room with me.
What?
That's kind of uncomfortable. I understand then.
That's very uncomfortable.
Yeah, so then it was kind of like it was all my fault because I kept putting it off like it was no big deal when I really should have
confronted him
about it at the beginning. Yeah. So you know that's all my bad. At the same time, you know, it's kind of like I wouldn't feel comfortable personally sleeping with a girl next to, you know, my friend in the same room.
I get you.
The training is complete for now, Maho. Let me know
so it's like, you know, if you want to do that, you know, whatever.
Moxie's wine ass set up some fight for you that your cool motor mama.
I get it.
Kind of disrespectful at that point, my honest opinion.
Yeah, I get it completely.
So then I got pissed off because I got there around like 1 or 2 a.m. You know, the doors, you know, locked. I'm trying to lay down. You know, I'm kind of knocking on the door. No one's answering. You know, he claims that he had said something 1 second. But, so then I open the door. Of course, he's naked with a girl, whatever. So So then I saw both of them, and then I'm kind of like, at this point, I'm not really even trying to talk or anything. I'm kind of pissed off, kind of screaming and shit. So then I basically tell the girl to leave.
I mean, I get you, man.
So I told her to leave. And then she's walking slow, and I'm telling her to hurry up.
Oh, I get you.
Shit.
So then she's not like.
I can picture that this big ass light skinned nigga. Alright, I need you to leave. Hurry up! I'm like, oh my god! Holy shit!
That was one of the few times where I felt like Anthony, I know you know what I mean when I say this, but like you feel your blood boiling.
Yeah.
Your skin feels hot.
Yeah.
It feels warm.
Oh my
god. So then it's like, because like it just got to a crescendo, like to where it's like, yo, like, you know, you're all constantly, you know, fucking these girls, bringing them around and shit, and like, you know,
I'll just be pissed off, man.
At one point, you're dealing with one girl, then you move on to the other girl, and you kind of make them feel like, you know, there may be something more, but there's not. I don't know, man. So then compacted with the fact that around that time, you know, like I said, I wasn't really seeing my girl, and I'm seeing constant sex around me, and I can't have none of it.
Yeah,
It was hurting me, man.
Oh god.
I get you, man. I get you. I'm sorry for prying.
Yeah, no, it's alright. It doesn't matter anymore, but, like, after that, we tried to patch things up, sorta. I didn't want to sleep in the room with him at the time, because I know at that time he wasn't really trying to talk either. So I was like, you know what, let me just sleep in someone else's room for today. So then we tried talking about it, and you know, he said what he said, I said what I said, and I was just like, look, man, you know, you can do what you want, just, you know, tell me.
Yeah.
You know, tell me, hey, I'm using a room right now. That's fine. I'll come back later.
Yeah, but like at 1 in the morning, like, my guy, like, at least like tell him, hey.
Yo, like Rashad, like I would be laying in my bed, I wake up and I hear like moaning, I hear gulping, like, yo, I'm just like, yo, come on, man.
Nah, I'd be pissed off. I think the first day I'd say something.
That's very disrespectful.
Yeah, the first day I'd say something.
So like he didn't see any problem with it, like, and until like, you know, that
day
happened.
Yeah.
So then was like, we tried to patch it up, whatever, and then we had a system working, you know, he would tell me, you know, he's about to use the room, I'd be like, alright, no problem. So then, it just seemed like after a while, Rashad, like, he would, like, make the situation uncomfortable.
One of those.
Yeah, to where it's like, I thought we were past this, but now it's like, he does little subtle things here and there, or says certain things, that makes me uncomfortable.
Like what? Was he saying rude things?
We were laying down. I'm laying down, facing one way of the bed, right? Where it's one of those beds where you can face, you know, head up, or you know, head up on the other side, whatever. So then he was like, he went to talk to me. He was like, yo, can you like lay the other way when you sleep, like, you know?
Oh man.
There's no way.
I would've got so pissed off. I would've got so pissed off, man.
It's not that big of a deal, man.
There's no way. Like, out of that last request from me, man. You're telling me I can't sleep a certain way because you don't want me looking in your direction?
James, you know what? You shouldn't even feel bad. Fuck that guy, James.
Fuck that nigga. Like, you're over here fucking while I'm trying to go to sleep. What
yeah.
the fuck are you talking about?
I was just like, yo, that's not even that big of a deal, but whatever. So then it's just like, it was like little shit like that after a while, and I even told one of my other roommates in there, I was like, yo, Zach, like, you know, I like you guys and stuff, but like, I don't think I could, you know, dorm in with this guy no more, man.
No, I get you, man. Fuck that guy.
So then I moved to a different dorm, and, oh yeah, and also like when I was trying to go to sleep and stuff, like they would be blasting the music and shit, so it was kind of hard to go to sleep sometimes.
Oh, I've been through that.
Yeah. So then I was like, you know, I'm just gonna leave. You know, I'm not gonna say nothing to do to Buddy. I'm just gonna leave, and that's it. So then he saw me when I was at the new room. And this is kind of the point where I really just stopped talking to him because I was just like, I could see like
was he pissed?
I could know he was happy. I could tell.
What an asshole.
Because I was like, oh yeah, you know, I just decided to move a different dorm. You know, if you need me, I'm over here. But yeah, and then he was like, oh James, you out of here? I was like, yeah, and then like I was still talking to him and he just walked away.
What?
Fuck that guy. Fuck that guy, James. You know what? You should not feel bad.
Didn't talk again, and you know what? That was alright, man.
You know what? I'm glad. That guy was an asshole.
Ever since then, like, you know, when I went to other dorms, I was so much more peaceful. Like, my dorm mates were really nice. For the most part, the music wasn't too crazy. And it was like I had PTSD almost, because the first night I slept there, it was quiet. Like, it was silent. I was like, Dylan, you know, my new doorman, I was like, it's quiet. He's like, yeah, it is. And then, like, because he told me to, I was like, damn, nobody's playing music or anything? He's like, nah, man, gotta go to sleep. I was like, it was like, with the second girl, the bad relationships, and then she has a good relationship now, and then it's like, wait, but...
You're not gonna beat me?
This isn't how it's supposed to be, like, you know, like, where's the music and everything, because I was so used to it. But, yeah, no, you really helped me make it a lot more peaceful. We didn't have nothing to do with anything in there.
You make me vomit!
Someone came into our room and stole a bunch of shit.
Oh, damn.
Yeah. And like, I was like, yo, I honestly don't know who stole shit. I'm pretty sure I closed the door when I left. Usually people can't get in the room unless they have key cards. So, you know, I'm like, because I leave, like, I want to, like, every Thursday or Friday to hang out with my mom on the weekend.
Yeah.
And I was like, yo, like, I'm pretty sure I closed up when I left, but I have no idea what happened after that.
Yo, man, there's a meeting, there's an imposter among us. That's pretty much what James did. James called everyone.
So then I was, yeah, you know, the cops got involved and stuff, and like, they were trying to figure out, like, you know, who took the shit, and then they think they kind of figured it out. Who was out with, and they were about to go over to find where Buddy was and, you know, go run for the show. But then, you know, they were kind of just like, nah, man, don't do that, you know, got on and shit. So they were like, you know, just gonna have to drop in and let the cops try to handle it. And then even our guy's girlfriend was like saying like, oh, you know, don't go over there. I don't want you, you know, to get in trouble. He was like, he shouldn't be worried about me. You know, he should be worried about me, not the other way around. You know, he's like, oh, I'm ready for that. I got some people coming with me. I was just like, yo, this is just getting out of hand.
I would've went. Fuck that guy. I don't even know if he did it. Fuck him, man. Beat the shit out of him. Did you do it? He's there. Yo, he has like a broken leg. He has a broken arm. He has a broken leg, a broken arm, a broken tooth, and like he's just spitting up blood. And I spit in his face. I'm like, did you fucking do it? He's like, I don't even know what you're talking about. I'm like, oh shit.
and that's when Nancy's like, oh, we're too far in. Just starts slamming on him.
Just try to bend the bones back inwards. But James.
Yeah, that did happen. And then what else? I kind of knew it was gonna happen though, Rashad, like something like that, because like, you know how like, you know more or less the people that are coming into the room and stuff. Like there'll be like times like here and there where like there'll be people in the room that I guess, you know, one of the other guys knows, but like I don't really know them, or I don't really know who they are, so I'm kind of just like, I don't know, you should be letting so many people in the room, but hey man, you know, those are your people, whatever. You know, I don't want to assume that, but it's like, personally for me, like, I wouldn't really have anyone enter the building or a place that I live unless everyone knows who they are. So then, I don't know if it was one of the guys who invited or the guy that used to live there and then he left. And it seemed like the guy was kind of the usual suspect because right when the shit went missing, that guy also left that used to live there. So it was like, it's either him or one of the other people that would show up sometimes. So yeah, that was the only other crazy thing that happened. Other than that, it was pretty nice. Just those two things in the beginning of like college. Mind you, this is like my introduction to college, so I'm just like, dog, this is crazy.
One time I had a roommate who was so drunk, the man pissed all over the floor right next to my bed.
That's disgusting.
Yeah, man.
That's fucking nasty.
And I shared a bed with this other dude, but it was alright. But man, what pissed me off was when we both woke up, the guy was just sitting there in the dark like some paranormal activity shit. No lie. I got scared as fuck. I'm like, David, what the fuck are you doing here? He's not saying a word. And then he starts slurring his words. He's like, oh, yeah. I'm like, what? I step on the ground and it's wet. I'm like, why is it wet? And I smell, you know what piss smells like, right? You know what piss smells like, right? Dude.
Damn, you stood in his piss?
Dude, but it was all over the room. Like, I'm not even lying to you. Like, the room was small, but like, I don't know how that much piss got all over the room. I was so pissed off at that guy, man. And the problem is, the guy had never had an issue. Like, he was an alcoholic. Like, I mean alcoholic in the sense where, like, he'd drink Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, morning, afternoon, and night. The guy was an alcoholic. But he never had a problem. Like, he was, like, a moderate I don't know. This day, he got fucking hammered, and the man pissed all over our room. No, man.
Nah, man, that's a no for me.
Sully was my third.
Where though? You went to like a college you were at?
I was in a fucking boarding room, and then basically some guy pissed all over the fucking. It was just the worst, man. The worst. Because it was like a house, right? Rashad, but like it wasn't a dormitory. It was a house, right? And basically we're like renting out a house. And basically, you know, it was just a bunch of us. We all had like a little bit of cash. We're all gonna rent. Dog, I've never had a problem with anybody. When that guy pissed in my room, I started yelling at him. And you know what's the only response this man gave me? Oh man, you're killing my vibe. I'm like,
killing my vibe. What the fuck?
James, I started yelling at him louder. I started getting upset. The man started saying I gave him a migraine and all that. I said, shut the fuck up, this and that. I'm like, you pissed all over the goddamn room. Dude, later that day, man, the man wouldn't even look me in the eye. The man was like looking down all the time, just talking to everybody. He wouldn't look at any of us in the eye. You know how pissed off I was? After that day, I stopped boarding with them people, man. Fuck them people.
Yo, Anthony just reminded me of some shit the other dude did that pissed me off.
He wouldn't look you in the eye?
Like he would sometimes.
Don't tell me what's.
You can tell, like you can tell he didn't want to be in the same room as me.
Well, what do you do? Tell me. Describe the story. I'm interested.
So it was just one of those things where, like, I was sitting in my bed, and I overheard him talking about the situation.
Distracting time, confusion.
Sound good in the story.
Yeah, of course. Oh man, I was doing this girl, and this guy was being an asshole. What the fuck?
Yeah, of course he makes me out to be the bad guy and the weirdo and whatnot.
A weirdo?
Because,
what?
Yeah, because of a comment I had said.
Can you move fucking quicker, James?
So the comment, no, that wasn't what I said.
Alright.
I walked in there, and I was so pissed off and numb to the whole thing. Go ahead and finish. I'll wait. I waited right in the room. I said, go ahead and finish. I'll fucking wait.
Okay, I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry, James. I'm sorry, James. I don't know, man, James. If I saw that shit, the only thing I would say was like, get your dick out of her, man. I'm trying to go to fucking sleep. Get the fuck out of here.
Yeah, Yeah, so then basically what happened was he's describing that part of what I said, right? To the people in the room right next to me, right? So then Buddy, one of the buddies there, he closes the door while he tells the story, and I'm just like, I know he knows I'm in here.
James, you're supposed to wait in the starting line. Dog, that's... Oh my god, dude. You know what's the worst part, James?
Anthony, that was like one of the few times I've ever had a problem with anybody.
You have to wait at the starting line, James. You have to wait at the starting line. Yeah. James, you know what's the funniest shit, man? Why is it that when people... You have to go back and wait at the starting line. James, you keep going over. James, you're backwards. You're going the wrong way. It's the back.
Oh, we had to go this way.
Yes. James. But basically, you know what I have a problem with people? When people have so much to say, but they won't say it to your goddamn fucking face. Like, if you want to say something, say it. If you're not, then shut the fuck up. Like, I don't get people, man. I really don't.
I was just like, yo, like...
This is Mr. Gordon hanging out for you.
Somebody bring me a sandwich. He tried to talk to, like, I remember when he tried to talk to me, like, the very same day that it happened, like, later on in the night. And then, for me, Anthony, like, I don't want to talk in a moment. Like, right now, like, there's nothing to talk about. We can talk about it another time, but right then and there is not the time. But he wanted to talk about it. I'm like, no, like, I don't want to talk about this right now.
I get you, man. I'm more of a person, like, I like to get everything finished immediately, but I get you, man. Some people need time to cool.
Yeah, because like, I don't want to say, you know, something that I don't mean, or
Oh, no.
I'll take back later.
James, you need to go faster, James. James is taking long. My bad. Keep going. My bad.
No, it's okay. I just, I didn't know we had to go over it twice.
Yeah. You're saying?
Yeah. Oh, no, I was just saying, like, what's it called? What was I saying?
You were saying that, like, you just need to cool off. You didn't want to talk about it.
Yeah, I just needed, like, that night or two to cool off so I could, like, really think about what just happened. Because, like, when I got angry like that, I had out-of-body experience. And what I mean by that is, when I got
you couldn't
like
control
that,
yourself.
I thought of my dad.
Oh,
you know,
wow. Huh.
Because he used to get angry sometimes. I'm not even going to cap you. So, like, when I thought about how I looked, I was like, yo, like, did I really just do that? Did I just blow up like that? I never blow up.
Oh, man, it happens, man.
Like, it was like it almost kind of scared me, and it's like, I was like, yo, I didn't even know I was capable of doing that.
No, man. I feel like, honestly, James, I know this is a very sadistic thing to say. I'm only happy when I'm upset, man. In the sense of, like, I like being angry because I always just feel better because I feel like I let out all the stress I've been holding in. You know what I mean? Because I'm not the type of person...
It's better to express it than not.
That's the problem. I always hold it in for so long, and, you know, I never actually, like, get rid of it. So by the time I let go, it's like, I'm just so peeved at everything. But James, like, my advice is, man, like, you made a great decision, and you know what, you shouldn't be upset, man. I mean, frick that guy, man. Frick him, you know?
Yeah, I remember when I told my brother the story, he was like, yo, I'm surprised you didn't fight him.
I would have tried to.
Like, it did get to the point to where, like, he was like, yo, like, you know, since you don't want to talk about it, like, you might as well just fight. And I was like, nah, I'm not trying to fight. I'm just upset right now.
Oh no, I would have tried. I would have tried to fight. Damn, how the fuck did you go off course?
I have no idea.
But nah, James. No, I don't think so. James, you know what happened to my, like, look, basically me and my old friend, right, like, I used to be really tight with him, and basically what pissed me off is I have this girlfriend, right, and I showed them, you know, like, so they can be friends, because I wanted to hang out with them at least at the same time. James, no, she didn't cheat on me. The guy literally, while drunk, tried to seduce this woman. The girl said no, right? Bro, this guy got handsy and the girl fucking punched him in the face and he got pissed off and he was about to punch her, man. When I heard about that, man, ooh, like, James,
that's not...
James, like...
I don't really know how you apologize.
No, I didn't apologize to someone, James. I literally went and I beat him in the face, man. Fuck that guy. Let me just tell you something, James.
No, I'm not saying for you to apologize. I'm saying for him. Like, I don't know how you apologize.
Well, he apologized. He was like, look, you know, I was intoxicated and I should have been aware of my actions. I don't know, I'm stupid. And I'm like, you know what, man? I tried to forgive him, James. I tried to give him some forgiveness, but you know what? In the end, I was just so pissed off being around him. Like, it just made me feel negative. We lost. I just felt so negative. Nah. I just felt so negative being around him, man, that like I needed to leave this man. Like, and this is my last words to him. I told him, look, you're my friend, but we're not friends. You know, you're just a person I used to play video games with, and you know what? I respect you as a human being. I have no hate for you, but as an associate, it's over. I can't talk to you. You know, I can't speak to you. And I understand I was your only friend, but you know, you kind of just ruin it for people. I think this is why I was your only friend, because you're a horrible person. And I want you to know that nothing you do will make you any better. And I don't know, man. The guy just like, he tries to check up on me a lot, and honestly, like, I don't even say hi. Like, fuck that guy. Fuck that guy a lot. But you know what's the funny thing, James? I felt bad, but he tried to make me feel bad, James. The man started like cutting himself and shit, and he sent me like pictures. No, like he was actually sad. But he sent me like this picture. This guy put a gaping wound in his arm, dude, like a huge gaper. And like I'm gonna tell you, James, I'm no makeup artist, but that shit looked pretty fucking real. But you know what I said? He said, oh man, I did this because I felt bad and I wanted to be reminded of you every time I look at it, because I hurt you as much as I hurt myself. And I'm like, yeah man, that's cool and all, but I don't give a shit. Like, I'm like, I don't care anymore. It's over. You and me, we're done. Don't talk to me. Like, I don't know, James. It's like, some people just, they don't understand that once you break trust, there's no way you can really earn it back.
Well, it's up to the person that you broke it to decide whether you can earn it back.
The thing is, James, there's just some things you really can't change. Like, what he did, yeah, no, James, what he did, it just pissed me off. Like, honestly, like, I punched him. I beat the shit out of him. But James, like, the thing is that, like,
what quest are we doing?
We're doing Meet Enrique. Keep Enrique alive. Walking the dog.
Okay.
James, the thing is, like, I wanted so hard to forgive him because I know that man for years. But let me tell you, James, there's no point in trying to, like, build a mountain on a molehill. It's always gonna collapse. And I realized that, like, for my own happiness, I had to be away from this man. Because if...
That is a great sign of you're able to guard your...
Because...
that the time with this person
James, the funny thing is, he kept trying to tell me that, oh, you know, I believe in, like, soul connections, and, you know, that we all have, like, an unlimited amount of time with, not unlimited, but we all have, like, you know, time with people that if we keep our connections, they build up stronger. I'm like, no, I'm gonna be honest with you, and we have to kill him. Oh, not kill him, we have to run away. We're not supposed to kill him, my bad. I'm trying to, but he's shooting fire. Ah! Please don't shoot me, don't shoot me, don't shoot me. Oh, son of a bitch. Come on, James, respawn.
I understand what you mean. That was along the lines of what happened with him. Like, I kind of described scenario, but still, I felt like there was a breach of
just respect.
yeah, a breach of respect. And I should have known this was coming down the line because of how he described to me how he would talk to his parents. It was very disrespectful. I remember he would say some shit that he said to his mom and dad that, like, I was just looking at my other roommate Zach like, is he serious? Like, did he really talk to his parents like that?
The thing is that I'm gonna admit, like, me and my mom fight a lot, but it's just a Hispanic thing. I can't even explain it.
Yeah, but he was saying like some shit you just don't say to your parents. Like, he was saying some hurtful shit, and I was just like, yo, like, I couldn't believe what I was hearing. I thought he was fucking around, but he was dead ass serious.
I don't know, man. I don't mess with my parents like that.
Yeah, so then, like, when I heard that, I should have known, okay, this guy is not a respectful person.
Well, James, the only thing I can say is that...
But I gave him the benefit of the doubt.
You know what, James? But you're a good person. Because let me tell you, if I didn't stay away from that man, James, I'm not gonna lie to you. I would have killed that man. I literally would have killed that man. That's actually the only reason I stopped talking to that guy. Because I legit would have killed that man. And... I knew that. I knew I was gonna murder this man if I stayed near him. So I was like, you know what? It's over. I can't. Not only for my own happiness, but for this man's safety and me, I'm not gonna be near this man.
And plus, it probably wouldn't be, the death wouldn't be worth it.
You know what, James? And I think about it every day. And I know this is a horrible, horrible thing to say, James. Thinking about it, I really should have. I really should have just put that thing out of its misery. But you know what, James? I will tell you, I'm kind of glad I didn't, because, you know, I have a future, right? I have people who love me, and I have an idea of what I want to do in the future. Him, you know what? He has nothing. He has nothing and no one. It wouldn't have been worth it. It would not have. I mean, yeah, I would have got revenge, but there is no respect for that man. All I'm gonna say, James, fuck that guy.
We have to tap him. But I understand, Anthony.
I don't know.
My situation, believe it or not, that was the only time I ever thought about doing that to someone as well.
James,
I had thoughts about what I was gonna do that I won't say on here, but yeah, I had ideas of what I was going to do to this person, but yeah.
James, James, the only thing I will say is, you know what was the worst part? The kid had a dream that I was gonna murder him. And the way he described it, James, that's exactly how it would have went down. And I thought about it, and I'm like, nope, nope. I have to get away from this man.
I understand.
This is back up. Back up.
Wait, did we just do a full circle?
Yeah, we're walking the dog. Didn't you read the mission name?
Oh no, I didn't know we were walking him.
Yeah, we heard him, but he's walking with a limp, but we're walking him.
He'll be alright. He just needs a blue chew.
Come on back whenever you're done.
Yeah, James. But basically what happened, James, he predicted exactly how it would have went down in the dream, and that's when I knew I had to stop. But basically, James,
What'd you say, Anthony?
basically he predicted exactly what I was gonna do in a dream.
So I guess we knew them.
Yeah. But the funny thing is, you know, I feel like that was destined you know, to happen, right? Because he was given a sign.
I have no energy with you.
He was given a sign, and you know, I respect that man, a lot. But I just don't love that man no more.
Like all the side missions?
We're doing all of them. I thought that's what you wanted to do.
Oh no, but like I didn't know if all of them were available now.
Yeah, most of them.
Are the most of them available, I guess?
Yeah, I think most.
Okay.
Move, man.
Ooh, that was really bad.
I have no energy, man. This is back.
Joshua sounds drunk.
Move, man. Move.
Yo, listen to Joshua. He just sounds crazy, man.
But he's having to fly, bro.
Yo, what did Joshua have to drink, man? He had sex on the
That's probably.
Wait, James, you didn't pick up that mission on the bounty board, the gas guzzlers.
Oh, what? My bad.
That one, straight ahead. Tariq and this man are floating right now. Yeah, James, but talking about good things, James. You know what came out of that, James? I've been happier. I got to talk to the woman of my dreams again. You know, things are doing good, man. Damn it, Tariq.
You want me to pick up the other one too, or?
No, the other one was the mission we failed.
Okay.
I'm sorry.
I share these stories with you, Anthony, just to show you that I'm not, you know, perfect individual, but
that means
I do learn from, you know, my mistakes or my encounters with others.
Ooh. Basically, man, the only thing I'm gonna say is, James, I say this because you know what, James, I'm not a very sound individual, and I know that, but I really don't. You know, there's some things that I can't respect, but it's alright, James, that's the past, and you know what's great about the past? It's a chubby. You see it? It's like a fat one. Oh, he didn't drop anything.
Oh, he's a gas guzzler? WRAP the gas guzzler?
Guzzling gasoline, also known as Pandora's only freaking power source. We gotta kill him, not study him, yo.
Swing the axe, drink the hell.
Smart.
Well, James, speaking of good things, you know, I wanted to talk about that new Shin Megami Tensei game. It's coming out, or they're making it?
SMT5?
Yeah.
As far as I know, they're making it. I don't know how far along they are, but it's definitely happening.
Well, from the trailers, I assume it would be out, like, within the next year.
Probably next year, I would think.
Because they released like
Either
2 trailers.
Next year or late this year.
And the first trailer they released years ago, right?
Yeah, that was the hype trailer. That trailer was great.
That trailer was great. I'm kind of happy to see that Shin Megami's coming back.
Yo, V-Hunt,
Yeah, I was worried that Persona had took over and they were
But
gonna make
I'm
another
kind of glad Persona took over because it gave more popularity to the SMT games. Like people who are looking for games like Persona, you know what I mean?
Oh, you feel like in a way it did SMT a favor.
Yeah. Not like everything, because the problem is you have Persona fans who are asking like, oh, where are the social links? Where are this? And you know, none of that is in SMT.
Yeah, SMT is not about that.
You know.
Something very dark and different.
But I feel like it made me appreciate SMT a lot more.
SMT is a great series. I actually need to stream Nocturne from the start. I would love to do that.
I would like to play Devil Summoner, and then Devil Summoner Saga, and then Devil Summoner Saga 2, and then If.
And then what?
If.
Oh, SMT If.
Mm-hmm.
The one I really want to play is Devil Survivor 1 and 2.
Those are good. The one where they're locked in the city, right?
The strategy RPG one.
They're the ones locked in the city, right?
Yeah, I heard that one's actually really hard. The strategy RPG one, especially the last boss, they said like he is really fun.
I want to play 4. 4 is the one I really want to play. The DS one? Apocalypse?
Yeah.
What's the difference with Apocalypse and the original?
Yeah, SMT4 and SMT4 Apocalypse.
Are they different?
SMT4 was really good.
Are they different?
I haven't played Apocalypse.
Oh, no, I was gonna ask if they were different.
Yeah, Apocalypse picks up after 4.
Oh, alright. On what ending?
Neutral.
Oh, alright. I feel like the neutral ending is actually one of the best, like one of the trippiest endings I've ever seen.
The neutral ending, specifically for 4, is hard to get because you have to do very, very specific,
very precise
decisions and actions. Yeah, that if you didn't look it up, you wouldn't know what to do. You want to give it the hammerlock or scooter?
Let me see. Assault rifle or shotgun? I don't know. It's up to you.
Assault rifle. Who's giving assault rifle?
I think it's hammerlock.
Okay, so we'll give it that.
And science marches on. A wise decision, Bolt Hunter.
Okay.
You know what? Fine. But when them skies full of hyper-intelligent flying creatures to death, just you remember you sided with the guy who talks like somebody calls a dictionary in the food process.
That's fun.
Yeah, but James, like SMT looks great, and I'm really excited for the HD collection of Nocturne. If it's already out, I might get it.
I didn't even, actually no, I did know, because we spoke about it before that they were doing that.
But overall,
I also want to play this one that they, was on the Sega Saturn, then they ported over to 3DS. It was called SMT, what was it called? Because it's a kind of a rare 3DS game at this point, but it was SMT something.
was it the one where digital? I know the one. It's not the one that's like.
We got Strange Journey.
That was a good one.
Journey's very good, but not that one. Soul Hackers.
That's a really rare game. It's like $75.
Yeah, so I think it was originally on the Sega Saturn, and then it didn't get like ported over to the US until that port came out, as far as I...
But that's a really good port.
Yeah, they said it was a very good port, and the game's actually really good. Scripting and, you know, characters are, of course, not a premium, it is actually.
I'll be right back. I'm gonna use. Just continue without me.
Well, Rashad, did you have a good time with Anthony and I's stories? Did you
Oh,
have a good time storytelling, man?
Yeah, man, you guys are what they call Oklahoma City is psychotic, man.
Yeah.
Crazy, very crazy.
Yeah, I can deal with crazy. But for the most part, I'm pretty nice.
That's good, man. That's the best way to be, man.
Just only slightly crazy.
This is only slightly crazy. Not even wrong there, buddy.
I think everyone has a little crazy in them.
Oh, yeah, for sure.
I mean, just look at Tyreek. He's imposing.
Look at him. Fucking mongrel.
Move! Move!
Send a Joshua go, man. Joshua.
Okay, man. Damn. Shut up.
Yeah, James. I am back. Basically, James. I'm excited for all the new Shin Megami stuff. I'm also excited. Wait, James, there's a side mission we had here. I think that we were supposed to do.
They got that lady.
I figure out how to get around, but I think it went the wrong way. This place looks like the place from the first game.
Here we go, James. Do this one with me.
Oh, Anthony, I hear Konami's down bad right now.
Yeah, what happened?
They're consolidating all of their individual companies into one company.
That's really bad.
Yeah, even though they're trying to prop it up, being like, no, we're still gonna make games. And then one of the guys, the YouTubers I watched, he was just like, oh yeah, so when did you last drop a Silent Hill game? How long has it been since you dropped a Castlevania game? And like he was just going in on him. He was like, when was the last time you dropped a good Metal Gear game? Like he was like it doesn't make any sense. You have all the IPs people are clamoring for, but you don't make it into
Dog, I don't even feel bad for him.
Hey man, we should have listened to Kojima, man. Kojima tried to tell us.
No, man, I'm telling you, I have a feeling that Kojima is gonna win in the end, and he's gonna buy back Metal Gear.
He just may. I think he should.
The thing is, the company's gonna go down, and if they go down, they lose all rights to it. So no matter what, I believe this man is gonna come back. He's gonna pull a GameStop, man. I'm telling you, he's gonna pull a GameStop, James.
And then he's gonna take ownership of Silent Hill, Castlevania,
Dog,
Contra,
if he takes ownership of Silent Hill, you know that thing's gonna be a banger.
Yeah, he might as well take all of them at that point. And I would trust him with each.
Oh my god! I trust him with Silent Hill and Metal Gear. Castlevania, I don't know. I'm willing to see. Why not just hire the team that does the people that does Bloodstain of the Night?
Yeah, they did it.
I mean, they're obviously doing a great job. They love Castlevania. Just let them actually make Castlevania.
Honestly, I didn't play Lord of Shadow. I played a little bit of the first one, a little bit. But from what I played, the last.
I played Symphony of the Night.
Well, Symphony of the Night was amazing, but that was quite a while ago.
But that was a great one. That was the last one I played.
It was beautiful. Symphony of the Night was actually one of the only ones I beat.
Yeah, same.
Even though I technically didn't.
You didn't get the true ending. Me either.
Yeah, because I didn't know how to go do the the upside down castle. I didn't know how to.
I didn't know how to do that either.
Out later, I was like, oh, I didn't know how to. I would have. Because by that time I had already uninstalled or undownloaded the game right on my PS3. I was like, oh, I didn't even know. I would have kept it a little longer. But from what I played, it was still a great experience.
No, it is a good game.
I didn't mind just fighting Richter for the end. That was fun.
I'm telling you, man. Like,
It was a really good game.
my favorite part is that, like, it has so much replayability. Because you, it was. Like, all in all, James.
I really felt for Alucard. I really felt for him.
Oh, James.
I know he didn't
James, you know what would be a great game for Mr. Kojima to get a hold of? Like, let's say he can't get Metal Gear, and I'd be really touched. I'd be really sad. I want him to bring Siphon Filter. Let's just say, you know, his green, yeah, like a whole, like new Siphon Filter, new character. Like, just imagine, Kojima gives up, sadly. Like, he cannot in no way get his dream series back. I know he loves Metal Gear, and technically Metal Gear might be at an end, but he wasn't able to finish the last chapter. Let's say he wasn't able to make no more Metal Gear. I know if given the chance, this man would make the best Siphon Filter game I've ever played.
Probably right.
Like who?
Where the hell is Kevin at?
Kevin went somewhere.
Of course he is, man.
James, do you know what would be a great game just to, like, also for Mr. Kojima? Oh, I would love Kojima to bring back like an old school, like, oh yeah, like Contra. Actually, Contra would be great.
Yeah, there hasn't been a good Contra game in a while.
Yeah, but like Konami has all these good IPs, and like what the hell are they even doing with them?
And you know what's the other one that makes me saddest? More than anything, Suikoden. How could they not make another Suikoden game? When the technology we have now, imagine Suikoden for PS5 and Windows. That would be godly.
That would be good.
That would be very good, but they just... Konami just fucked shit up, man. Konami, and like the guy, like, I was listening to, he had a point too, like, it was sad, but it was true. Like, he said, you know what, back then, you know, when I used to pick up games and it said Konami, I knew 9 times out of 10 it was a great game. He said, I can't say that anymore.
No, and I agree completely. Like, Konami is... I'm not even happy when I hear them doing anything, because I know they're just ruining one of my favorite games. Metal Gear. Dude, oh, Metal Gear Solid 3 getting a remaster. Oh, yeah, Pachinko machine. I'm like, just leave me alone. You obviously don't want me to be happy. Releasing a Pachinko machine, like, dude, okay, it doesn't take that much work to not only just use the engine and remake the game that everyone loves, Metal Gear Solid 3, but on that engine, and just to reuse the same voice acting, not even pay anybody, just reuse the old voice acting. Dude, you could have had money right there. You could have had money right there, but instead, Pachinko machine. Oh man.
Are they talking about the past LRs? Oh.
Like,
I'm not even watching it.
It is depressing.
James, like what next? They're gonna do a Silent Hill pachinko machine?
Second anniversary, third year anniversary.
I wouldn't be surprised, James.
Yeah, I'm doing these EVAs.
I wouldn't even be surprised.
Actually, I'm curious. What were their popular IPs?
They got Pet Soccer. They got a bunch. Silent Hill, Pet Soccer, Love Plus, Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles, Twin Bee, Snatcher.
Trying to look now. Okay, so they had Adventure Island. Oh, they had Bloody Roar. They could have remade that.
Zone of the Enders.
Zone of the Enders. They were supposed to make Zone of the Enders 3 a long time.
Oh, I don't know. No, I don't think so.
I don't even want to talk about it anymore, man.
You got a that was a very good game too. That would have been cool to see that on current consoles.
I'm telling you, like, they could literally just make games right now, and they could literally bring back all the money they're missing. The problem is they fired all the people that made those games. Like, these people were like, oh man, we're happy with our money, get rid of these people. And then they got rid of these people, they can't make money. Dog it.
And that's why I agree with the guys like, it's not like you guys don't have the IPs people want. People want these games. Like, you know these communities exist. Like, even for your more obscure games, like, let's see. Your more obscure
Snatcher.
Like, Snatcher, or Suikoden, or...
Suikoden, I would love that game.
Kill the little man!
Gradius, Black Ops.
Oh, I would love to play Frogger.
You know, like...
They had that Frogger PS2 game they made.
You guys can, like, start off small and make your big project. Like,
they had this 3D Frogger game on PS2, and I'm not gonna lie, it was the best. It was the best Frogger game I've ever played. Like, it's not like Frogger normally. It's like an adventure game. Like, you literally go around playing as Frogger, and you're adventuring, trying to solve, like, this problem that happened. It was so good.
Oh yeah, I was so happy when I got her.
It's like they don't try anymore.
Came back in a long time. Years.
Like, I don't know, James. All I want is to see some of these games actually come back. Like, you know, let's just say Metal Gear is over, right? Metal Gear Solid is over. You know? Silent Hill.
I would still like to see a remake of the original Metal Gear.
I would like to see at least Silent Hill. There's no way you can tell me. You know how long it's been and we haven't had one Silent Hill game? And the last one we had was...
We haven't had a good one.
I wouldn't say that.
Well, come on. The last good one was The Room. After that, it was...
Okay. I agree. The other ones weren't so great, but you know which one was... You know what was decent? Downpour? Downpour was alright. Yeah, they really didn't like it, but I thought it was decent. The problem with Downpour is it was too linear, man. Downpour was too linear.
Why would I say something we both know, huh?
What is the main what?
Meat muscles!
You said, why would I say something we both know? what we're talking about, Tyrese, is we're talking about how stupid Konami is.
Konami.
God, they could literally just remaster their
Like,
games.
Konami's like one of those companies that they have the IP to sell. They have the people that want it. They just like won't. They just won't. That's the thing. This is probably part of the reason why Kojima left.
No, he didn't leave. He was forcibly left. He had to.
Forcibly removed.
Yeah. Because they didn't. They didn't even. Do you know how much money Metal Gear Solid 5 made? James, you know how much money Metal Gear Solid 5 made? A lot. It made them millions of dollars. Not only that, it got Game of the Year, and Kojima got an award. And the worst part is, Kojima couldn't even accept his award.
I punctured you! That's that. Those tasteless bastards are gone. Come on back with
And you know what? I don't feel bad. Oh, Death Trap shot me with a laser, man.
That's why I can't wait to play his Death Stranding game.
Dude, he's making a new project. I don't know if it's a horror game or a stealth action game. I heard that he said that some of the Metal Gear cast is coming back. And David Hayter had hinted that he might be back by saying he's willing to work with Kojima. And Kojima said, it is a possibility.
Actually, when I like hearing him talk, because when he says stuff like that, he always smiles. I'm just like, oh, Kojima.
I love Kojima. You can't hate him because no matter what, look, he tries his hardest on making games. And I'm not gonna lie, they're amazing.
He does have really good games. I can give him that. Did you ever play the original Zone of the Ender games? 1 and 2?
I played the first one, the other ones no. The other one no.
The second one was amazing. I never played the first one, but the second one is so fucking good. It was pretty hard sometimes.
They remastered them on the Xbox.
Yeah, they released them in a collection, and they had also remastered it for the
PS3?
The collection was either PS3 or there might have been PS3.
I think it was PS3.
PS3 or PS4. And I remember that was the collection my brother bought. He had bought, you know, the nice, you know, book and stuff that they had it in, nice box. Yeah, that is a really good series to play. It's just unfortunate they never made a sequel.
James, you know what's the funniest thing, man? The first game I ever played when I was a kid was GTA Vice City. But my second game, the one I fell in love with, was Metal Gear Solid 3. And James, I will tell you this. Never in my life have I replayed a game more than I have played Metal Gear Solid 3. I collected all the food, I collected all the plants. James, I almost 100%ed that game.
I want to say it was like the frog game or something.
I almost did all of them. But there's one in this one segment that it moves so quick. If you miss it, you basically got to replay the whole game.
That's perfect. I remember when I played that one, believe it or not, the first Metal Gear I ever beat was actually Portable Ops.
I've never played Portable Ops to this day.
Portable Ops is very good.
Till this day.
I know since you really like 3, you would really like Portable Ops.
I must say, I'm really looking forward to our fight.
Because
I've been waiting to find a real warrior, and having watched you in action, I truly
gives you some
believe that you
extra
will make me work
backstory
hard
that
before I
does,
ultimately
you know,
kill
it
you
does
and
add a
devour
little
your body.
something to the main story.
It does?
Adds a little something there. And then it gives you further trauma of why Big Boss became what he became.
What do you mean?
Of why he just ended up going off the deep end eventually. It was one of, you know, it's not like they say about Kratos, about the PSP games, like it was just one of those moments in time that really disturbed him.
What happened, if you don't mind me asking?
It was one of those things to where he was locked up, and they were beating the shit out of him, and they were trying to figure out, because remember this is after Metal Gear Solid 3, so they're trying to figure out, hey, where's the philosopher's legacy?
Until it ends, you said?
He's like, I don't know. So he kept beating him up. And then he was like, don't worry. We got plenty of time.
Okay. That's what attracted her to me in the
You're gonna
first
have
place.
to tell us at some point.
Did I mention
So
we
then
dated for a
eventually
while?
he
Had to
breaks
break it
out,
off when she
he
devoured one of my
gets
other
in
girlfriends
contact with
alive.
paramedics.
Nobody
He gets
beats
in
my lady
contact
friends
with
Major Zero?
God,
with
too far. That was in bad taste.
was it Major Zero?
Major Zero.
I think it was Major
Sorry,
Zero and
the innuendo talk is a defense
or not
mechanism.
Otacon, but Huey.
I'm not
Nah.
So then he gets in contact with them, and then as you're kind of going through the different areas and trying to get closer to figure out where the philosopher's legacy is. You know, he's coming upon obviously a new force of Fox So you have to fight, you know, new
Never stop the killing! Never!
dangerous in their own right.
Kill the little man!
It teaches you the violence of war as well. What I mean by that is that the unfortunate scenarios of war where casualties can be avoided. You know that even the best warriors under mind control can be kill each other, and there's nothing you can do to stop it.
Nobody wants to play. Move. Back up.
So that happens, and then in the game you get to recruit people.
I should play that game.
You then recruit this guy named Jonathan, and Jonathan becomes like a big important soldier in your army. You know, in your little army that you created, and then there's this.
Oh, I nearly forgot to mention. If you would like me to not eat you until after you were dead, I understand and respect your wishes. I will also completely ignore them.
What about the soundtrack? Is the soundtrack good?
I'm so glad you could make it. I'm gonna kill you and make sandwiches out of your corpse.
It's time again! Hunter versus the Hunter!
I'm telling you, man, like, Metal Gear is just one of those series that, like, there's nothing that compares.
I love your
That's what I liked about it. It reminded me of all my favorite James Bond movies.
Jets fill me up!
Simple, Tori. Motor Mama may have a chip in her side, but my bolts have survived to run in with handsome Jack himself.
And you're so supreme. I give my life, not for honor, but for you.
Hey, sugar, come on back when you're done over there.
I mean, still in his dreams. Snake eater. Oh, it's just so good. And it goes through the road, through the rain. And he feeds on a tree farm with the will and power to survive.
You know what's one of my favorite scenes is when you get on the bridge and she breaks your arm and tosses you over.
But do you know the funny thing is that she tosses you over because she didn't want to kill you. She wasn't ready.
Because I remember the guys behind you were watching.
That's exactly.
So then she had to not give up her cover and be like, you know what, I'm keep you, toss you over. But I do love you, Snake, and I can't.
The funny thing is, she never defected.
Yeah.
She was always true to her mission, and her mission was to play the bad guy so that she could get close and get us the Philosopher's Stone. And I never realized that as a kid, but when I started replaying the game, I'm like, my god, she's honestly a hero. And Snake.
You ate broccoli? Broccoli tastes like butt.
Yeah. The funny thing is, he shook everyone's hand in that room except the president and I think one of the chiefs of like Secretary of State or something like that. And basically, he was like, I'm just not gonna shake his hand. The best part was, in Peace Walker, they ask, why didn't you shake his hand? Like, I want to know, why didn't you shake this man's hand? I love Metal Gear, man. He felt betrayed. He felt betrayed because this whole time he's been told he has to kill her to, save, because she defected and to save us. But the whole reason was for greed. It was for greed.
When he went to do the salute and you just see the tear fall from his eye, I'm like, oh, Snake.
My favorite part is when you beat the game and you finish the story.
Time to go for the
he's
number
sitting
2
there
ranking,
in the
sugar.
graveyard.
I've tracked down the
And
number
he's
2
just
ranked
there
fighter,
and he puts
name of
flowers on her grave.
Head to the fort, take him down.
Even though, and he puts her favorite flowers, he puts the white Bethlehem, the Star of Bethlehem, on her grave. Even though there's no one else who will respect her as a soldier, and everyone claims her as a villain, but she's technically the good guy. You know what I mean, James?
Yeah.
Whose mic is making that noise? There we go. Yeah, man. Like, James, it was a wonderful story.
It was. I remember I played and beat the game when I was in 9th or 10th grade.
Heads to the forge. Testing the battle. My boy. Nothing can stop our Vault Hunter from achieving his goal. Nothing.
It was a very good one. And
plot twist.
The door's locked? Great. Torque Security would probably have the keys. Get to the arena and steal them from the security box.
Like a welcome to PS2 like how every platform or console rather has a welcome to the console kind of game, and that was it.
The funny thing is, James, to this day, I still play the PS2 version, and the game still looks great. It's pretty good. We
guess we're gonna beat this today, huh?
Uh-huh, yeah. Yeah, today. Damn, someone please unplug your mic if that's your mic. I'm gonna unplug my mic. Everyone unplug their mic. There we go. James, is that your mic?
It's just some weak ass news.
Try it.
I'm the one who locked the forge. Now because I'm worried about you ranking up, I condemn
I don't think it's your mic either. I don't know whose mic it is. Tyreek, your mic is acting up. But James, you know what else was a great game, man? Splinter Cell. The only thing is,
I want to play Splinter Cell. I have the first one. I gotta start it. I want
the first one's so hard, man. So hard. Thing is, I've only played like 3 of them. I played the last one, Double Agent, and Conviction. God, tell Tyreek his mic is dying. James? Is that you? Is that your mic? Do you think it's Mr. Scott?
Such beautiful misery.
Let me see.
because of the sound stuff.
My controller's about to die. My controller's about to die. James, I think we have to go down. Keep going down. My controller.
Game from afar,
Mankind! Kill, kill, kill!
Closest thing I played to Splinter Cell was Metal Gear. And Metal Gear was great. It is more closer. But the thing is, I only found out about Siphon Filter like a couple years back, so I was like, man, if I would have known earlier, I would have played that game. The PSP one. The first, yeah, the both. The thing is, it made me sad. I didn't want him to die like that. I mean, look, I would have, like, he didn't even have his suit on, man. Did they explain why? I forgot. Did he just get murdered by Randall? I forgot what happened.
You're near the security box. Open it and grab the keys to the fort.
Yeah, James, so... That's how you get like, killed off like Snake, you know? That's why when I played Metal Gear Solid 4, not going in, I was like, no! Snake! No! In the microwave? Yeah, he would have been dead.
Great, now you can get into the forge, take down Flyboy, and become the #2 badass on the leaderboard.
I think this game kind of reminds me of,
Sure does, man.
Yeah.
Yeah, James. But you know what, man? Overall, I've enjoyed not only this DLC, but just playing games with you, man.
Yeah, it's always a blast to play with friends. I appreciate you helping me to play games that, a lot of which I never
This
even
is
played
Flyboy
myself.
with a message
Like
for
a lot
that
of
vault
these
hunting
games
noob
I
sauce.
play with you,
I
I've never even
am
played
the
before.
future.
Yeah, me neither.
You vault hunters are old noobs.
And
I'm the new
there's
hotness.
also the other
Don't be jelly,
side
you
effect
crook.
with it
I'm
too,
just
to
gonna
where
K
it's
your
like,
ray so hard, you'll beg me to SYITF.
it's
What do you
kind
think,
of like
Vance?
a
Can
brother
the Vault
thing.
Hunters experience prove stronger
Versus
than
what I would usually
Flyboy's
do with
youthful
my brother,
arrogance
but
and
I
weird-ass
can't.
slang?
So
Almost
it's like,
certainly. But I'll pretend
you're
otherwise
able
to maintain
Don't
dramatic
do that
say
success.
in a
nothing.
video game way, with me.
Flyboy's a
I
spunky
appreciate
one.
that.
He
I mean,
just
that's
turned
what a
16,
friendship's all
so
about,
naturally
James.
he thinks he's invincible.
You know,
You're gonna prove
I respect you
otherwise,
as a
sugar.
person,
Pub on, vote on, wrong.
but don't cross me, James. I'm just kidding. Nah, but James, I will tell you, man, playing these games with you has taught me a lot. You know, I've learned to be patient. I've learned never to give up, and I've learned that, you know, sometimes in life things aren't going right, but it doesn't mean that, you know, you give up when the going gets tough, man. You just gotta keep going. Ah, you like that one, huh?
Yeah, I like it, because I heard, The Rock say it when he talked about it.
Oh.
And it made me, like, happy, sad to hear about it. You know, I know his dad passed on. Yes, his dad. He was like, you know, it's like my old man always told me, you know, when someone passes away or anything like that, you know, the show must go on.
I respect The Rock, man. Rock is a good guy, man. He is a good guy, man. You heard that Kevin Hart is gonna play Roland?
Better beat my me sideways and call the cops like, oh,
Kevin
wow.
Hart is gonna
Oh,
play.
Actually funny.
He's gonna play Roland in the movie. They're making a Borderlands movie. He's gonna play Roland. That's what rumors are, at least.
I just got a game load up.
Good luck getting in my quarters, please, Breeze. My lair is freaking
Yeah, don't be coming from sure.
This place looks like...
Flyboy may think he's defended, but I found 3
It
access
does, right?
points to his lair.
But that's
Get
what
to
I
the
like. They're
battle board and
using
blast
some
your way through
assets,
any
but they
of the
make it
access
look
points,
different.
and you'll get your shot at Flyboy. Poor bastard has no idea what he's in for. Almost makes you feel
Yeah.
bad. Almost.
I love No More Heroes. Dog, but tell me how No More Heroes 1 was so good, and then No More Heroes 2 just did it even better, man. They literally went and they're like, let's remake the music. Let's, like, oh man, I love No More Heroes, man. Suda, 51. Goichi Suda. Suda's so funny, man. But they're very fun. They're very fun.
Yeah. Like, I want to play Killer Dead.
Oh, very good. I'm not a picky person. I enjoy what I have and I play it.
Let me do my job, you jackhole!
I think that's the point of a... I think that's the point of a Suda game, though. The story is supposed to be complicated and convoluted. You know, yeah, like, I understand the story for No More Heroes, but like, I'm not there for the story, I'm there for the ride. And I feel like people forget that about video games, that video games are a form of escapism. They don't really need to be like a masterpiece. They could literally just be something you waste your time on.
Hey, Vault Hunter! I've got a job for you! Why don't you kiss my
doesn't always, it does, you know, not every game has to have the most beautiful, you know, AAA story. And, you know, kind of like when we talk about fighting games.
Pay those idiots a visit and set them up for good.
For fighting games, I want to know, you know, does it run very well? Are the combos fluid? How are the graphics? And that's pretty much it.
I will tell you, man. It's kind of like having story in your porn. Yeah, it's great and all, but that's not why I'm here, you know? No, I mean, think about it. That's basically what like having like a story in a fighting game is. It's like, yeah, it's cool, but that's not why I'm really here. I'm here just to play, learn cool combos, like, you know, maybe like learn a sweep kick and like just continue that into like a forward air and, you know, some cool stuff, man.
I got a rampage! Gotta heal!
The King of Fighters is such a great game, man. Well,
Heard of this flyboy guy? He's a noob. Just stick to the fundamentals I taught you and you're gonna be ace.
What fundamentals?
My brother and I
Eat lots of cookies?
It was a very hard game, but it was.
You don't understand my process? I take it back, girl. You know I love you. You forgive me?
I will tell you,
I guess, sure, whatever.
my favorite games were, my favorite fighting games were Street Fighter and Tekken when I was growing up, man. I never was a Mortal Kombat fan. Like, I mean, I liked Mortal Kombat. Don't get me wrong, but it was just, I'm not there for fatalities, you know? I'm there for combos, and I felt like Mortal Kombat just didn't have the combos I liked. Because I wanted a more fluid system. Yeah. But you're a very good fighter. Like, you play very good fighting games. You play very well.
No, you don't.
And the only other one that I got good at
I can't hear you! I swallowed your soul!
Well, I will tell you, I've never been a big fighter game. I've always been into gun games and third-person shooters, but I've grown up with a lot of RPGs. Like, Final Fantasy was around with me for years. My first Final Fantasy was like 5.
5 was the one that had job classes.
Yeah, 5. That one was so hard. I never beat it, but I did like it. I never beat it, but it was fun. And then I played 7, and then I played 8 and 9. But we didn't have the original 7. We had like the remake. Huh? No, you know they. What, 1 and 2? Final Fantasy? No, we didn't get them in the States, so we never played them. You have them? On what?
So, a long time
yes, 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 yes.
Where are we supposed to go? Maybe one day. Yeah, I mean, I get off of work. I get off of work at 2 tomorrow. But no, James, like, yeah, man, like, I really enjoyed RPGs as a kid. I didn't just play Final Fantasy. I grew up with this guy, I grew up with, yeah, I played the second one when I was growing up on the DS. And then I grew up with Final Fantasy. I grew up with, you know, we had Dragon Quest and Chrono Trigger. I will tell you, the only ones I did play were 1, 2, and 3, and they were great. Yeah. Yeah. Well, I don't know why. Our copies were just Dragon Quest 1, 2, and 3. It wasn't even called Dragon Warrior. We bought them at a flea market. A swap meet, really.
Was it on Game Boy?
It was on Game Boy. Advanced, I think.
Seems like most of the ports we got of like really old school RPGs came on Game Boy Advance.
This controller is broken, James. I want to learn how to fix controllers because this controller I just bought, but it's brokey. Yeah, maybe one day I'll buy some games from him. Like, stuff. Watch you be one of those guys like, I'm not selling. I'm not selling. Yeah, he's like, no, anything but this. I'm not selling that. I wanted to see if you would actually ask. I'm like, well, I asked. He's like, but I'm not selling it. What do you want to play? Bomberman 97. Anything but that. You could duplicate bombs in that game. It's like, I know.
I'm not ready yet. Oh man. I gotta get some stones, so you gotta hold on, man. The guy. Hey! Hey!
The pain goes here!
Wait, how many rotations
man.
Kevin doing?
Me too, man.
I hate me!
Alright, look at the banner real quick. So look at the banner. While you're waiting.
Man, so my advice to you, man, forget the deals, man.
Yeah, that's how I got into this hole in the first place, because I was trying to buy the stuff in bulk.
I buy so many games, James, and when I saw my library, I had a bigger backlog than you, James, and I've been hitting them.
Yeah, okay, good.
Yeah, like, it feels good to tear into your backlog.
It really does, man.
Okay, if Beers is on that banner, that's good. I really want Beers.
Games that, like, you know how good they are, and it's like, you know, finally I get to play this game.
I should have beaten this game a while ago. I want to see if we can open this door. No, I guess not. But yeah, man.
That's how I felt when I started playing Dragon Quest 11.
Oh man, but how is Dragon Quest 11, by the way? I bet it's so good.
I have to play more, but from what I've played so far, I love it. It's what I thought it would be.
My favorite part is that 2D section. Oh my god, that was so cool. I like that they did that. Yeah. I like that they did that. I might play the whole game in 2D. But I don't know, the 3D looks so good though. I don't know.
Equal fire.
It makes me happy that it makes me so happy that you know that games have come a long way.
Never interrupt me.
My favorite part is the mod to Dragon Quest 8, because without 8, none of that would have been really possible. I do feel like the only thing that was missing from that game was just, I felt like the soundtrack from 8 was just my favorite, honestly. Because after you told me about 8, I heard the soundtrack. I like 8's soundtrack a lot.
It's a baptism of blood!
Yeah, James. Honestly, we've been doing so good, man. With games lately, things have just been getting better. Oh. I can clear my PlayStation backlog. My PlayStation backlog, I can clear a lot of it. I'm not... We're not getting
how many
there.
touches you doing?
I'm not even gonna get there. It's a lot. But I will tell you, the thing is that you see, but that's been, see, that's been the plan for me to play PS4, go to the older consoles, and then just call it you know, go to PC last. The thing is that I have to remember that there's always going to be new games. So
don't do me like that, bro.
The backlog is going to grow, but I gotta be very careful with how I proceed, because I can't keep buying games
See, but Chio looks nice. I'm watching gameplay. You link him up with himself.
Waiting for the backlog to, you know, to open.
I just might go for Vegeta, Targ. I just might go for Vegeta.
I'll be right back, James. Let me open this, this thing. I forgot to hit a switch.
Yeah, I can't do this, Targ. I'm sorry. I gotta, yeah.
But nah, James. Honestly, man, playing with you, man, it's great. It's like playing with, like, a brother or, like, the neighbor. Well, you are my neighbor, technically. Playing with a cool neighbor.
Hello, neighbor.
Okay,
hello.
Okay. James.
What? You said you wanted a neighbor.
James, do you know what I hated when they tried to make me play with the neighbor's kid, and the neighbor's kid was just, he was just a dork. But like, I was a dork, but he was worse. No, it was just, yeah, he was way too dorky.
They'd be like, oh, but he's just like you. It's like, no, he doesn't have balance. He's too dorky.
He doesn't have balance.
Yeah, man. You can't have that much dork in the cosmos, man. The guy was just polluting the air with dorkiness.
Anthony said I smelt the weeb on him when I came in the room.
Oh, but James, I'm a weeb. It's different. I have respect for weebs. I have no respect for dorks. The worst part is, James, I've been a dork.
Buzzard's army will protect him, but once you wipe them all out, he'll learn that
Yes,
pride goes before
I do.
a fall. Icarus
Oh, evening
Symbolism.
5:30.
If you kill Flyboy's men and steal his toys, he'll invite you
Come on,
to
Jim.
his lair so he can kill you.
This way.
Ah, the folly of youth!
1 second, Anthony. I'm gonna switch to a new video. So I'm gonna end this one and switch to the one.
Oh man, sorry, the OCD's killing me, man.
A new broadcast?
Switch to
Sorry, I have
yeah,
284
so I'll switch to a
stones,
new
alright?
broadcast here, guys. So I will be back in
Okay.
2 seconds.
Now I'm gonna leave the
And I did
broadcast.
not
I'm gonna make
touch
it hours
I
long,
didn't touch
baby.
the evil Bardock's stage, sorry. But I want to do it now though, so I can have 300. Oh man, you guys are good, man.
Alright, welcome back. We made a new broadcast. For 1 second, I am going to get some water.
Ooh, and it has hit? Yeah, now I'm going to put you up.
Yep, just waiting for this to finish.
And I will be number 1. I'm gonna be the very best, like nobody ever goddamn was. Unless you want to join my team, prepare to be crank squashed.
I'm still here, baby. Let's go.
Sorry?
Let's go. This is Sparta.
Sorry, you've been lagging, man.
I've never actually seen that movie. Like, I only saw the ending. I never actually watched the whole movie. Yeah, I never actually watched the whole movie. I heard so. I never... You know, I never saw Law-Abiding Citizen. I saw the second one. But I've never seen the original. You know, I've never seen Law-Abiding Citizen until recently. Really good movie. It's about some guy that basically his like kid gets killed, and the cops did like this plea deal with the murderer, and he was able to get away, like not scot-free, but he's pretty much able to get away. So the guy like he gets pissed off, and I think he basically murders the guy who did it, and then he keeps dealing with the lawyers who you know, who used to work with criminals. And basically what he's doing is he's teaching him that you can't deal with criminals, that criminals, no matter how many plea deals you give them, they're always going to be bad guys. And what he does is he abuses the justice system by agreeing to tell them why he killed him, killed the dude, what he did with the body, a bunch of other stuff for something in return. It's actually a really good movie. Made me sad. I kind of didn't want to see him lose, even though he was the bad guy. It was really good.
Confusion!
Oh my god, James, I can't play with this controller. Give me a second. Yeah, that controller was disgusting. I might have to throw that controller away. Yeah, James, but it's a good movie.
Can't hold him back any longer. Get on your feet, fight fans! Thanks to the Vault Hunter's badassery.
Okay, we gotta reach. Yeah, we're near the end. We gotta reach Flyboy, and then we're gonna be done. Don't pick that up. We don't need it.
The path to Flyboy's lair is open. Get in there and bring the pain.
So Flyboy is number 1 or
Number
number 2?
2. Piston.
Oh, Piston actually is
Mm-hmm. Cause he's a cheater. Mm-hmm. Cause he's a cheater. He gassed us. He gassed us up with that laughing gas, my boy. My only.
I'm gonna make a piston promise to you.
Let me stop the stream. You continue. I'll be back.